back up over here in El Pozo. The Dreamers are coming down and in. Assault OP still over there, all the way over on that very southeastern tip of Puerto Aparicio. Happy birthday, Zoom! Yes, happy birthday, Zoom. All right, what is happening right on down here, though? Because I can't quite see where the Sentinels are. Oh, there they are. I couldn't even get my pointer down there that far. So the Sentinels, they're doing just fine, and they're gonna try to get out of Partona, but they do have to come up and around over here next to you, 24K and Fate. And look at this, 24K watching Cloudy drive on by. So I think that is Fate right here behind him, if I saw it right. Looks like Cloudy getting over onto that church, so they're not quite done with this fight, that's for sure. Alright, so let's see. Assault OP still not moving, and I'm not sure what he's doing, but we do have this standoff. Let me show you the standoff down here in Partona. We do have X-Force all the way around covering the bridges. We have 24K right here on this bridge. Fate right behind him on the other bridge, and Elim holding down that route. So any which way that the Sentinels go, they are going to run into X-Force. The Wolves are getting sandwiched now between Almost There and Legacy in Control. And let's see, we still have, it does look like Shoot to Survive is still coming out of El Pozo. We do have the Dreamers coming in, and we are still going over to the western wall, the wasteland, right over to the west of Monte Nuevo, to the west of Chumacera, north of Villa del Mar. So I can't quite get everybody in there because Assault OP is still down there, but it does look like Fate is pushing up over here towards Cloudy. Cloudy is still on this backside. Fate coming up and in. Geo running over Digital Age. Zendry. Oh, there goes Zendry. Like I said, guy. Oh, right through that window. And Zoom ran into the Mazaxis. Oh, Elim has both been knocked. So both of them have been knocked now. So what is happening over here? Because now Cloudy is also knocked. Is Nash the last one still standing? Nash is the last one. So it is Nash versus 24K. And it does look like they're trying to get across. Rival 6 still in that fight with the Digital Age. And I'm not sure what 24K is doing on the other side. So let me come on down here. Let me get side by side so we can figure out what's happening as Nash comes in and across. So now it does look like Nash is going to get this get the res up, but 24K coming up with that nade right on that backside, getting ready to throw that nade up and over. Oh, he does get Cloudy again. Nash is down to about 20 HP. 24K full health, but oh, he does get that heal off. He's got a UMP and an M4. And we've got 24K with the DBS getting ready to pick him up. He does get Fate back up onto his feet. The Molly's coming up and over. So now it is still 24K versus Fate on that other side. And there it goes. So we are up to 4 eliminations, but down to just a duo now for X-Force. And we are still going across, and it looks like Assault OP is moving on in, and I no longer see the Emperor, the AFK over there. I'm not sure what happened to him. I wasn't paying attention to that. But let's go ahead and put the iPad up while I go ahead and try to find where I think the next fight is going to be. I did see Zoom. Let's see, is Zoom back up onto his feet? No, we did lose the birthday boy and Rival 6 now in a fight right on down here. So now let's see what's going on. Guess the real gunners. Oh, came right up and over that ridge line, and Geo Mane coming right up and over. Shu Young up to 3 eliminations, facing off with Wolf on the backside, but he is getting pinned down on this ridge line by Vortex on that off angle. So Vortex on that off angle really holding Shu Young back from the push. Ooh, but Shu Young's still able to get that. And so now I think it's just down to Vortex. Vortex is the last one still remaining for the Real Gunners. And he does have Rival 6. I think that was Giovanni right on top of him coming along that ridgeline. And our zone does pop again, and it shifts back over towards Picado area to the east of La Drilla. And we're down to the top 12 teams. Dark Esports over here in a fight with Dreamers Esports. Let's see what's going on in this compound right on over here. Naomi's been knocked, and I think we're down to just Magic over here. Magic, Naomi was up to 5 eliminations, but the Dreamers are coming up and around. So now let's see what else is happening. It looks like Legacy in control over here. Oh, Claus has been knocked. It looks like Blaze is trying to get him picked back up. Hello, everyone, and happy Saturday night. We are with XO Esports, the $1,300 Conquest League Finals. This is the final night. The final 5 matches for these top 16 teams. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to our teams. In slot 3, the Wolves. Slot 4, almost there. Slot 5, the Emperor. Slot 6 on me, sexy Miss Zexy's Esports NA. Slot 7 are the Sentinels. Slot 8 are Legacy in control. 9 are Rival 6. 10 is Shoot to Survive. 11, Dark Esports, Japarande Boys. 12, Nucleotide Esports. In slot 13, we have Dreamers Esports. 14 are the Digital Age. 15, X4. 16 are the Real Gunners Esports. 17, the XO Elites. And then 18, rounding out the top 16, are the Sinners. But let's not forget, slot 15, X-Force, just days away from going to PMSL Brazil for us. In slot 10, Shoot to Survive, going to PMSL Brazil for us. And in slot 3, the Wolves are going to PMSL Brazil for us, our NA teams. We have 3 out of the 4 NA teams in here. So let me go ahead now and show you where are they. Let me see where I stuck them. Might have to re-grab them. Where did they go? Ooh, I lost them. All right, so I'm going to go back up here and go ahead and grab this. So going into tonight, the top fragger does get an extra $75 in their pocket. And going into the final 5 matches, we have Coops, the Wolves Coops, a 1. 42 eliminations in first place. Wolves Baton with 26. Wolves Doran with 20. Mazexis Leader K with 20. Sinners 4W 17. Dreamers Esports Bola Axataxa. You guys know I have a hard time with his name, and I'm so sorry. 17 total eliminations in 7th. Rival 6, Hello Shu Young with 16 total points. In slot 8, X-Force 24K, Nanya, Hello Inno with 16 total points. In 9th, Claws from Shoot to Survive with 15, and in slot 10, or not slot 10, in 10 with total eliminations with 15 is Legacy in Control. The Kid with 10 or with 15, and we just got into this. Let me put that iPad up. Let me start the night off with, there's no Goops in here tonight, so we will start with Baton. There is the Wolves Baton, and here we go. Match number 6. Our flight path is from Noble Crates going to the north, going over Milta compounds, the far west compounds, going right between Farm, Shelter, School, Rozhok, Yasnaya, and just to the east of Severny and out to the top of, the top of the map. Let's go, XO. I'm doing well, and I hope you're doing well too. Hello, Ghosty. And I have to shout out to XO Esports Crucial and the staff for one more UC sponsored giveaway tonight. Get your screenshots of your like and subscribe over to the XO Discord server. And you're going to want to stay in the server. They've got all sorts up their sleeve just for us. So stay there once you get there. All right, so the Dreamers are all headed down. Maybe not so much HP 43. It looks like he might have missed the memo to jump, but they are headed down to military base. We do have the Wolves taking over the farm area, but they are right there with X-Force. And then we've got Legacy in Control right over by Milton, not too far from XO Elites. And I feel like we might have an early fight right over here because Fate does have the Wolves right above him as he's trying to get on over there. And it's Wancho. It is Fate versus Wancho. Wancho, with the revolver. So now Fate did get to the vehicle first as well, and I believe he's going to be able to go ahead and get that elimination onto Wancho, but Fate is getting chased down. Fate's going to have to hurry up because here comes Baton! Baton against Fate. Oh, and Fate is down to 1 HP trying to get on over here. Baton is now down to about half health, and he's still trying to get the... Oh, Fate! So close. And they are still trying to get those shots over from the lighthouse barns down below. But Baton should be able to get Wancho picked back up. Woo! Alright, we do have the Emperors over here in Lipovka along with Almost There. So I think that should be our next fight. I'm not sure if the Wolves are going to head down to X-Force. X-Force are now just Alim and Valak. So let me check in on Valak. Yeah, they're headed on out of there. Oh, here comes Baton. We're not going anywhere. So now Baton. But Valak was ready for it. And here comes the drive-by. Oh, and Doran finishing that off. So now the Wolves are up to 3 eliminations. And X-Force is now headed over to Miramar. Now let's get on over here. We just lost one of the Emperors to Almost There. Wiz. And are we missing one? No, we have all 4 of them. And was that Shu Young? Where are the rivals? Oh, the rivals are up here. Rival 6 are in trouble now. Rival 6 are down. Geo and ZZZ, the sleepy one. Shiny, what happened? And so now let me get Shu Young also on tonight's graphics. I've got to shout out the graphics from Crucial and XO Esports. We have Shu Young on the left, Baton in the middle, and Fate on the right. In case you guys are like me and like to know who you're seeing. Let's get on over here and see what's going on. It looks like Little Fox did get zoom. Shu Young, all 4 of them are coming up onto Shu Young. Oh, but he did get a couple of them not too young. So now Mind is the last one still standing over here against all four of them from the Sentinels. And so now Mind is a solo over here. We'll stick with Mind. It is a very devastating start to these matches. I was going to give you the scores going into tonight's matches, but since I must have closed them out. Ooh, Wiz just got found by October 0, and so now it looks like we're down to Philo and the Goat. And the Goat over here is not too far away from the Emperors as well. So the Emperor's still taking names, and I think Wiz, I think Goat may be trying to cover for Wiz. Wiz is right there in the shop. But here comes the Salt OP and Little Fox and October 0. But we do have the Goat over here trying to keep them off of Wiz as they come up and around. You can see that they are straight across. Alright, I think Mine might be able to make it out of there because it does look like the Sentinels are headed out. So let's get on over here because Dark Esports is also up and in. And so now we do click. We'll stay here for just a minute because I do see Dark Esports coming into Lipovka. And so now we are down to just a trio for the Emperors, and you can see Dark Esports. They are right here at the top of your map in the mini map coming down from the north. And so why would fate do that? I know, Ghosty. It's always devastating to watch any of these guys get found. Alright, so we do have Dark Esports getting into their positions. I think that's Calicar. I see you over here. Oh, he doesn't have his plunger. Hey, where's my plunger? Alright, so the Emperors are down to a trio, and they are getting spotted out by a duo from Dark Esports, and the rest of Dark Esports are not that far away, so I feel like this is probably going to be the next fight. And I feel like Calicar is about ready to see Assault OP. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up. Yeah, X-Force is starting the night off. Oh, Ghosty. Shh. Ghosty. Alright, so now let's go ahead and come on back and see what else everyone's doing. Let me check in on Little Fox. Oh, look at this. I think that is Magic creeping his way up and into Lipovka. So Calicar is about ready. Let me check over here with Calicar. It looks like they're coming right up and over right towards you. Oh, what a shot by Calicar. Now the Emperors are down to just a duo. So now let me get over here and see what Assault OP. Assault OP is grouping back up with October OCT 0. I think that's supposed to be October 0, but I get these names wrong all the time. Uh-oh, the XO Elites are not too far away from Lipovka now. And AP is right there next to him. The rest of it does look like Dark Esports is pulling away from Lipovka. So the rest of the Emperors may be just fine going into the rest of Erangel, but we'll have to watch and see what happens. Let me check in on, let me go ahead and put this up while I poke my nose around and try to figure out where I think the next oh, Dark Esports, it did come down onto XO Elites. So XO Elites, Toast. Oh, Toast has been taken out. So now we get Speeds down. Where's Nova down? So now we are down to just Tiger. Tiger on the backside of the Reds. It's still trying to come down. Oh, I think there goes one of them. Oh, Tiger is down to 1 HP. And he gets found by Naomi. So now we're up to 4 eliminations for Dark Esports. Alright guys, let me see what is going on tonight. Is going to be wicked because every point matters. First, second, third. We got top fragger prizes, you name it. And I feel like the Wolves and the Mazexis are about ready to run into each other right on over here. You can see Triggs coming right on down. And I feel like Crow is headed straight towards Triggs. So let's see what's going to happen with this. I'll go ahead and put the iPad up and zooming in just a little more once the Emperors leave Lipovka. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like that so you guys can check in on their oh, Mazexis are right there in front of Crow. Oh, Azula. Azula's been found, and I don't think we're going to be able to get him picked back up. Nope, there goes Azula from the Mazexis, but I do see the Mazexis taking the shots. Leader K also on the top fragger list, also trying to get, oh, it was Leader K versus Baton. Baton is also on the leader list in position number 2, and Baton is still adding to that. So now the Mazexis down to Triggs and Chosen. So now let me see what else is going on. I feel like the real gunners are not too far. Ooh, looks like Dark Esports is continuing to chase down the Emperors. The Emperors are down to, come on, down to just Assault OP. Assault OP working his way over to the zone. He does have Dark Esports chasing right behind him. I'll go ahead and put that mini map up. You can see that we are still headed up to that northwest edge. So now let's see. Anything. So sorry to hear that, 6. Alright, so let me go ahead and scroll that on just a little bit more. And now Dreamers with Shoot to Survive, and I just saw one of them from Shoot to Survive get taken out. I did not see who was over here. It was Claws. So now Shoot to Survive down Claws, and we're down to just a trio as the Dreamers Esports come in and take over the cube. But we also have Nucleotide Esports taking those shots over towards Shoot to Survive as well. So and Baton, oh, Baton found Emperor's Assault OP running into his third team, and now Wolves finishing that off, and it was Baton right up over here on top of the digital age. They are right on top of the digital age, and Baton, oh, you can see the digital age right there in the compound south of Severny where the car spawn right there is. Let me check in on oh, Zendry, somebody's got you in their sights. What are you doing over here? Zendry's just keeping it. Oh, Crow came over on that on that off angle. So let me see what else is going on, guys. Let me go ahead and scroll on in. And we can bring that down just a little bit. I can go ahead and put the iPad up there, give you guys an idea where your teams are, because they are still moving pretty good. They're not camping too much. They're staying on the move. Crow trying to get those shots onto Zendry as Zendry takes off. And it does look like the digital age ran right over here into the Sentinels. The Sentinels all driving right up in there, right in front of them. And so Cloudy with that shot over onto Darwin, and now Zendry coming right up and in and finding Nosh, and they are still trying to get those shots over onto the Sentinels, and they are not even slowing down. Let me check in on Jit over here. Jit, what is happening? What do you say? Oh, you see a car full of 2. So what's going to happen next? Oh, and Wizard finding Jit. And so now the Sentinels are down to just Cloudy and Flo, and they're trying to go ahead and get on out of there, get back out of the blue, because the blue is squeezing them in. And I think I can go ahead and scroll this map in just a little bit more for you guys. This still is the main fight going on. Oh, Cloudy! Diamonds found Cloudy all the way over here. So now Sentinel Flow is the last one still standing, but he is away from the digital age. He does have Wizard coming up right behind him. I'll go ahead and put that iPad up so you guys can check in on where your teams are. Look at that. He was able to get Nosh picked back up, but here comes Wizard and Zendry. There they go, right on past Flow trying to get those shots from the Sentinels as well as Nosh. Nosh back up onto his feet, but Cloudy is still all the way down in Severny. And these guys do have to, oh, there goes Cloudy. Out to the pan. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. They are starting to really clash over here. We have Nucleotide over here in a fight with, Dreamers. So, should we stay here? Let's get over here because we've got 3 teams right on top of each other. We have the Dreamers right over here with Shoot to Survive and Nucleotide. They are all right in this area. Bob coming up through the water right on top of the Dreamers. And then right there you could see the Nucleotide over at the other, at the Georgia Pole crates. And these guys all are out of zone as well. They do have to come on in. We still have the Sentinels wrapping down and around, but it does look like Dark Esports is headed up over towards the Wolves and the Digital Age. So now we've got 2 new teams up here as the Sentinels move out on the Digital Age. Now we do have the Wolves coming right up and in, as well as Dark Esports in there. Some form a shade of yellow or orange, so just try to do the best you can to keep an eye on who is what. Hello, Abe. How are you tonight, Abe? Alright, so we do have the Digital Age right here with Dark Esports and the Wolves. So they are all right here in this western side of Severny. So let me go over to see what's going on with this chaos in Severny. We have Baton coming out and around, and you can see Dark Esports and Digital Age all right there in a line. And there goes Wancho, there goes Zendry, and we still have Dark Esports down at the other end. It looks like Dark Esports is leaving, and the Wolves are now up to 9 eliminations. And if you see the elimination feed, we still have the fight over here between Shoot to Survive and the Dreamers Esports. It looks like Shoot to Survive is down to just Blaze now. Blaze trying to get on into zone. I think he's going to be able to get on out of there, but we did lose a Bob over by the bridge. Ooh, that was a mouthful for me. All right, the Sentinels getting found right on over here. Oh, by Dark Esports. Dark Esports up to 7 eliminations now, and we are still closing in, going to the shooting range. And I think Blaze is in trouble right on over here while we watch Blaze for just a second. Nope, Dark Esports. Sorry, I didn't click on it over. I'm going to scroll on in on this iPad, and I think, there we go. We still have Rival 6 coming up and along that north shore over towards the western edge. So there are your teams in case you want to check in on your teams. The Sinners are now in a fight right on down here with, let's see if this will ever, there we go, Legacy in control up here in the squad house. So let's see, it looks like the Sinners may just go ahead and head to zone, or are they pushing in? Scarface on the push. They are taking this fight with Legacy in control. And we do have a fight between the Mizexis and Nucleotide as well. And that Scarface. Shahal, the kid, those nades. So now the Sinners stopped that push really fast. We did lose Scarface, but we did get quite a few. So we do have Dark Esports coming up and around. Now you can see that there is magic, and you can hear the vehicles from the rest of Dark Esports as they come up and in. Dark Esports up to a full 4-man team, up to 7 eliminations. Woo! And Calicar on fire! Alright, let's check in on Naomi over here. Naomi getting ready to throw some of those nades up onto the centers. The centers already proving that they can hold on the compound. So now, let's see. Alright, oh, Naomi gets taken down. Calicar gets taken down. And so now we're down to Magic, and Magic is getting shot at by Dreamers Esports. Dreamers Esports coming up along that hill. V2 finding AP. So now, ooh, and also finding Magic. So there goes Dark Esports. The center's still here. The center's still trying to get picked back up, and it is only down to 4W. The only one from the center still standing, coming out with the DBS, trying to get those shots. Oh, and look at that. Blocks. He was able to get that res off. I'm not sure if he had the self-res or I just misunderstood what I saw, but he is now the last one still standing, and there goes Dead Aim. There goes Scarface. 4W down and out. And let's see. It jumping. Oh, what a shot! Jumps through the window with the S12 and knocks him right out of the coop. But now he gets found, and I'm not even sure who just found him. I'm not sure if that was the off angle from Dreamers, because Dreamers are now down to a duo, or if that was play zone. But now we do have a fight right up in here with Nucleotide and the Wolves, I believe. Let me check in over here on Beton. Beton throwing those smokes, trying to get over to Crow. Crow has been knocked, and Beton up to 5 eliminations already. While we watch Beton, let me go ahead and scroll on in. We have 6 teams remaining. And Shoot to Survive, Real Gunners Esports, Mazaxis, Wolves, Nucleotide, and I feel like we're missing one. Oh, and the Dreamers coming down from that south edge of shooting range. So now let's see. Beton still trying to work his... Oh, Beton is a solo now, and he is right here between Nucleotide over here and the Zaxis up at this up on the other side at his back, and Beton does get a knock. Gets 2 knocks, and now he is... Oh, and here comes the Zaxis again. Oh, Beton with the 3-piece over onto Nucleotide. But now here comes the Mazaxis coming up and over that ridgeline. It is Triggs and Chosen. So now, let me go ahead and put that up there so you guys can see where everyone is and where they're coming on in. And let's head on over now to the Dreamers, as the Dreamers are coming right up and around onto Shoot to Survive. Oh, and there goes Blaze to HP 43. So now HP 43 does have the Mazaxis coming right up and over on the other side, and we are still shifting to the north, and no one is in that zone. They are all outside of zone now, all around the plane crash. Whoops, all around the plane crash. There you go, guys. And Beton just found another elimination. So let's get on over to Beton. He is down to about half health, but he has 9 eliminations, and he still has 4 more players in this lobby, and he's just getting some of that yummy loot. And we still have a duo from the Mazaxis. We have Real Gunners Esports, Neverside, Dreamers Esports, HP 43, and of course the one, the only, the Wolves Beton. I'm in a good mood, guys. Alright, so now let's get on over here. Let me see if I can... It looks like Triggs is over there getting some fresh loot. You know he's got to love that. Come on. It just turned for me. Alright, so you can see way off in the background. I don't think you could see Beton coming in. You can see Neverside up on that ridge behind the rock. You got the duo from the Mazaxis, and we are missing one more player. Oh, up on that hill, Dreamers coming in from the south, the very top of that, and we're still kind of too far to get all all of the players. Oh, and look at this. Dreamers are coming right up and in right between the Mazexis. So now we also have Baton coming up on the other side. And look at, oh, he had that. Oh, he had all that fresh gear from the drop that was chosen. And now we are down to the final 4 players. And there goes the real gunner. So now it is the Mazexis versus Baton. Let me see if I can get Baton in there. There we go. I think there you go. And so you can see that the Mazexis are straight across this hill ridge from where Baton is. Now, Baton is in zone. The Mazexis are not. So we got to see who's going to come up onto Baton first. Let me get a little closer so you guys get a better angle of what is happening here. Baton circling down behind, trying to get those shots. The Mazexis clearly understand where Baton is now. We do have the Chosen coming down and around. Baton still trying to get those shots across, and Triggs getting that heal off back up to full health. Let me get in here just a little bit more, get you a better angle. And look at the drop way outside the blue. Baton still trying to get the shots on the Chosen. Chosen is driving around trying to get the distraction, trying to pull Baton out from behind this rock, so Triggs has a better angle on him. Hello, LEGOP! And so now here comes all the smokes to get this angle off of Baton from Chosen. And now Baton pushing out and around, trying to get those shots over onto Triggs, and he is still coming out of behind that rock, behind the smokes, and we do have the Mazexis. The Mazexis are coming back together on the other side of this zone, so they are right on the backside of all these smokes. Oh, woo! That was those nades got Baton down to about 5 HP, and we still have the Mazexi. Oh, woo! Mazexis coming in first with 5 eliminations. Coming in second, the Wolves with 15 eliminations. And the real Gunners Esports coming in third with an elimination. G top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out, the Wolves. Baton 9 eliminations, 1,520 damage. And with that, we will be jumping with Baton when we come right back with these scores and match 7 of 10. Be right back. Legacy in control. We do have one knocked over here as well. Jazzy has been knocked. The Kid 10K down to, let's see, 10K. I clicked off of him accidentally, guys, and we're still trying to find Shoot to Survive. And oh, the Wolves are coming up. Shoot to Survive. There goes Shoot to Survive. All 4 of them now are gone. And we do have the Wolves pulling up right on over here. Dark Esports Magic down to 1 HP. He's going to be able to get Naomi picked back up. So now let's go. Let's see what else is happening, because we do have the Wolves all circling around. We've got Wancho right out the other side of this window. So now let's see. We did lose Coops to Legacy in control. We did watch the Kid right here finish off Coops over in Monte Nuevo. So they do have something to say. So we'll have to pay attention to see if the Wolves can get their revenge. And we are down to the top 8 teams. Let me see. Do we have all the teams right on over here? I feel like we're missing. Oh, yep. We do have X-Force coming up and in still from the western side of Los Leon. They are almost to zone, so if you look down into the blue, you might be able to see the X-Force coming up along to the south the Chumacera area, and we still have the wolves all surrounding Legacy and Control over here. Let me get on over to Baton. What are you doing, Baton? And we do have, I think, Doran is right up over here. Right when I switched over to him, Doran gets 2 knocks onto Legacy in Control. And now Wancho getting ready for this push. Doran with this nade coming right up and over. The kid is down to 5 HP, and Baton coming in from the back. And there goes the kid. Now Jazzy is the last one still standing. 4. No Legacy in Control there, and only the kid has been knocked. They got all those reses off, and Jazzy, woo, Jazzy down to 10 HP in Sandu. So now it is down to just Jazzy. I thought I saw that, but now Baton, it is Jazzy versus Baton. Let's see what Baton can do. Can they take down Legacy in Control? It is now Baton. Baton made that look entirely too easy. Too easy. Alright, so now the wolves are down to just a duo, down to 4 eliminations, and we are still going to just to the north side of Chumacera, and let's see, down to the top. 7 teams. Sorry, guys. Alright, so we do have X-Force coming in. We do have Rival 6 taking over most of the southwest side. I feel like Shu Young is getting ready to see X-Force. He was headed over towards the X-Force ways. We still have the Mazexis over here at the church. And, oh, Dark Esports now coming right up and onto the Wolves. Oh my gosh, just ran right over the top of Doran. So now it is just down to Baton. Baton is the last one still standing, and he is getting chased down by the Dark Esports. Look at this. These two just driving along together, and Baton switches, doing the seat swap, but he ran into the loop. Oh, he ran into the loop. And now Rival 6 up at the top of the hill, taking those shots down onto Magic from Dark Esports. Oh, Naomi, what are you gonna do now, Naomi? So now we are down to just a solo for Dark Esports. And it looks like Naomi headed straight towards center zone. We still have Nucleotide at the north. We got almost there to the northeast. We have Mazexis at the east, X-Force to the south, and Rival 6 to the west. Shu Young finishing off Dark Esports Magic. So now let's see what else is going on. Let me get off of you, Naomi. So now it does look like almost there, getting ready to get into the fight with Nucleotide. But look at this, not too far across the way are the Mazexis. This team... And now we do have, let's see, we do have Nucleotide coming up from right on behind you. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to see which one it was coming right up and over. It is Godlin right on top, and Wiz was right below him. So Godlin in zone. And now we do have those teams down in Chumacera to the east and the west. They all have to come in. Mazexis, X-Force, Rival 6, they all have to come in to zone now. And let's go. Let's see. I feel like X-Force is going to have some issues trying to get up and through into zone, because they do have Rival 6. Even Rival 6 is starting to come through. We've got Naomi up at the top for Dark Esports and the Mazexis. Look at that. You can see the Mazexis over on that edge. Oh, shiny right in front of Fate. Stops right there in front of Fate. So I don't think Fate's gonna let them get away with it. The duo for X-Force up to 5 eliminations. So let's see, where is 24? Oh, 24K. Oh, 24K finding Naomi. I'm sorry, Naomi. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. We still have the Mazexis coming in from the east. We've got the Rival 6 coming in from the west. Oh, I think Rival 6 is now coming right up and in over here onto Nucleotide. Let me go ahead and scroll on in a little more so you guys can really see where your players are. I'll put this up really quickly so you guys have an idea of where they are. And now let's check in out Geo as Geo is trying to push right up and in onto Nucleotide, but the zone is close enough that almost there we're taking all the shots right across onto. And Shu Young got hit by the X-Force and stolen by almost there. And you know 24K is not happy that he just got his elimination stolen right from under his nose. And so we do have the Mazexis now coming right up and in, and you guys know I can't click on anything over here when there's a drop. Let me get on over here and see what's going on. And Triggs, what you doing, Triggs? Ooh, Triggs stepping on a firecracker there. All right, so now let me see if I can get up over here. Ooh, Fate coming in from behind. Let me see what else is going on. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, the Wolves with 2 winner chicken dinners and 110 total points going into match 7 of 10. The Me Sexy Mazexis Esports NA double. Winner chicken dinners, the first winner chicken dinner of tonight with 59 total points, and Dreamers Esports coming in third with a winner chicken dinner and 51 total points. So let me change that match marker over. There we go. I'm proud of myself for remembering. Shout out to me. And there's the iPad so you can see that we have almost a full lobby. We do have a trio for X-Force. Sixless coming into the chat. Shout out to Sixless. Big fan Sixless. Saying that they are just trioing for the rest of tonight. So, I was getting ready to do something, and never mind. This time we are going with the Wolves Baton. 9 eliminations, 1,520 damage. So for the second time tonight, the first time he jumped in place of Coops in first place with eliminations. I'm not sure if Coops is going to be coming back, but it does not look like he's in this match as well. So there is Baton. This is the XO Elite or Esports $1,300 Conquest League Match 7 of finals. Today is the last day. We have these 4 final matches, and we're coming in between Impala and its islands, going across the top of Los Leon, Chumacera to the north of Villa del Mar along the western wall. Very southern flight path. Doesn't get a lot farther south than this. I've seen it from Puerto Aparicio over to prison, but it's never pretty. It's never pretty when they are just all this crushed in. But let's see what's going to happen. We do have the Emperors headed up towards Impala. We've got almost there, headed out towards La Padita to the north side of Leones anyway, right there along with XO Elites. We have Nucleotide headed down to the southern farms of Los Leon. We got the Mazexis, the winners of the last match, headed over to the Western Industrial Park of Los Leon. Dark Esports and the Sinners once again headed to Picado. Every match so far that these two have been in together, they have battled for Picado. just like the Wolves headed up with Legacy in control to Monte Nuevo. I feel another fight coming on. We have X-Force once again headed down to Barcelona with the Sentinels. And in Via Del Mar, we have the Digital Age and the Real Gunners Esports. So we have all sorts of fights getting ready to take place. And since we are with Baton, we will stay with Baton. Baton watching all four of them from Legacy in control. This is not the first time these two teams have met here in Monte Nuevo. So let me see what else we could see. Does look like X-Force. If you guys want to see what's happening, X-Force did not go to Barcelona. We do have Fate down on the prison island with them, but Balak and Alim heading to that north. Let's check over onto, ooh, Chahal. What just happened? Chahal just fell. So now we do have the Digital Age and the Real Gunners over here in Via Del Mar. If you look down in the right hand corner, you can see that they are all facing off. The Real Gunners Esports over to the western edge and the Digital Age over on the eastern side of Via Del Mar. And then we do have, oh, look at that. We've got the Sinners and Dark Esports in the reds. And then we've got off angles back on both sides from east to west for Dark Esports and the Sinners. So I want to keep an eye on all of these fights going off, but you guys make it really difficult. And over here we got the Dreamers Esports also right on top of Shoot to Survive. Dreamers Esports pulling back just a little bit, as it does look like Shoot to Survive did get to those vehicles first, so I almost missed that. Alright, so let me go ahead, and I don't even know what to do here, guys, because I don't want to miss any of the fights. You guys need to let me know in the chat who you want to keep an eye on. We are sticking right here with Baton, while Legacy in control is right over here. And let's see, Chahal, are you back up? Are you okay, Chahal? I'm glad to see you back on your feet. Alright, so let me go poke my nose over here, find out what's going on. They're both in the red apartments. It does look like they're kind of pulling away from each other. We do have Shoot to Survive in El Pozo, and the Dreamers are coming up. You can see that the first zone is all the way to the northwest. So we do have just a little bit of both walls in here, but most of it is playable. So not a lot going on. And ooh, Dark Esports just found Scarface. Where was Scarface? Where were you over here? And he is down and out. I hear Dark Esports Calicar has been knocked. You can see that right through the wall. And Naomi, the goat coming right up and in, trying to push him back because AP is trying to get that res off onto Calicar right now. Calicar back up onto his feet. Naomi throwing those nades up and over. Dark Esports still coming right up and around. So now, the Real Gunners down here in oh, Darwin. Oh, I hear a sticky bomb. You guys know I like the sticky bombs. Darwin was way over here. Come on. Oh, this drives me crazy. So now let's see if I can move. There we go. So it does look like the Digital Age is pulling away from the Real Gunners. The Real Gunners taking over most of Via Del Mar, although the Wizard is still here in the church. And Zendry, oh, never side. Up here, he does get found by Zendry. He was chasing Zendry down, and Zendry is going to come back to get that elimination. Calicar finishing off another one. So now, ooh, and now we got the fight going off down in. Guys, I cannot be in so many places at once, and so now we do have Naomi. Let me get down to Barcelona. X-Force has moved in. X-Force is coming into Bartona with the Sentinels. We have Fate over here. I saw it. There they are. There's Valak right up top. Let me go over to Fate. Let me check in on Fate's position. I don't want to lose any of these fights, but guys, when you have 12 fights going off in 2 screens, it's not that easy. Blux is the last one still standing. So now we do have a duo, and I think Dead Aim is right there on the outside. I thought he was inside, but we do have a duo from Dark Esports still coming down. We have Naomi and Magic right up here, right on top of them. Let me get on down to over here to the Wolves and find out what's happening. They've been much more quiet than it was yesterday. Yesterday, the fights were a lot faster. We still have all 4 of each team over here. We do have Baton keeping an eye over onto Legacy in control. The kid over here is trying to keep an eye on Dorn, straight across Dorn. I think that's stranded over there, and we do have Wancho going over to pick him up. So let's see what else is going on. And I think there goes... Wait a minute. What just happened? Oh! He finished off Dark Esports, but what it cost. He got a 3-piece on to Dark Esports, but now he is a solo, and it is still only stage 1. So let me see. Oh, we got Shu Young. Shu Young, what are you doing over here? He is in a fight with the Mizaxis. Mizaxis coming in, and they're only a duo over here. And there goes Geo. Mind has been knocked, and now it is Shu Young and the Sleepy One versus Chosen versus Triggs. Triggs is the last one still standing. Oh, and the nade by the Sleepy One. Look at that Godzilla face. We should be able to get mind back up, but we did lose Geo. And X-Force now in that fight right on down below. Let me see what's going on. Alim taken down and out. Where is Valak? Valak's still coming down and around. Right over here with Fate. They're both pushing up into the Sentinels. We do have Jit knocked, and I'm not sure where. Oh, yeah, he is getting picked up by Flo. So now let me go ahead and put this map back up so you guys can see where your teams are coming in. We are still going up to that northern side. Let me go ahead and put that up for just a minute while these guys do get out of the smokes and try to head on out. We still have Fate and Valak in here, so let me check in on Fate and Valak there. They are going to be able to go ahead and finish looting Partona, because it does look like the Sentinels are leaving Partona, and we still have the Wolves. I just saw Doran. Oh, Chahal has been knocked, and oh, here they come. All 4 of them coming right up those stairs. No, all 3 of them. We do have Doran on the off angle, shooting right on through, and oh, Sandu gets taken down and out. So now it is just up to the kid, and the kid with that nade straight on down, watching Baton, tries to get the nade down onto Baton, but does not connect with that nade. But it is now the kid with the Vector M4 against all 4 of them from the Wolves. All 4 of them are pushing right up and in, and Wancho with the pump shotty taking over Monte Nuevo with 4 eliminations. All these teams do need to get up to zone. The Wolves just barely outside of zone. We have the Emperors coming in. We still have Nucleotag coming in. We have the Sentinels coming in. We still have the X-Force coming across. And they do have the Sentinels chasing down behind them. We have the Real Gunners coming up behind the Digital Age, behind the Wolves. And we do have Rival 6 and the Sinners. Ooh, got a lot of them outside of zone. And we do have a cluster starting to happen right down in the center zone. We've got Dreamers Esports with the Exo Elites coming right up on the other side of them. And We are still so spread out. I can't really get a good shot. Ooh, the sentinels are wrapping down and around all the way around the outside of Prison Island. You could see them all the way down at the south, but we do have, here they come, right up onto HP 43 Quackity, right across behind that broken wall. And let's see, we do have the shots from the off angles. And, ooh, almost there in a fight with Shoot to Survive. Where did that happen? Let me see if I can find out where that is going on. Shoot to Survive right across, and it is, oh, Sticky Bomb. So we are right across just to the south of Crater Fields for Shoot to Survive. Philo getting that knock, but we're back up on our feet. Still a full four-man team for Shoot to Survive. We still have the Sentinels all the way down to that southern side of Prison Island, and we still have the fight between EXO Esports, or EXO Elites, and the Dreamers Esports over here. So it looks like Team 4 is also coming up and over towards the top side of this fight. They're a little bit farther than I thought, but we have the Emperors also coming in not too far away from the east. So let me see. X-Force may still run into the Sentinels. You can see that the Sentinels are wrapping all the way down and around Prison. They are right by Prison, and X-Force is going through via Del Mar. So they could still run into each other, even though they managed to get away from each other. I feel like Crow may see the real gunners right behind him. Oh, on top of him, to be honest. Oh, Crow. Crow on the scooter. You gotta hate being on a scooter. Hello, Rushy. Hello, Rush. Welcome. Alright, so it looks like he's gonna be able to get out from under the real gunners. So the real gunner was up on those oil tankers, but Crow getting out of there. Oh, I see a yellow tag right in front of him from Dark Esports. No, Dark Esports is not in this. So who was the yellow tag that I saw? Must have been the orange tag from Doran, because Digital Age is way to the north. Oh, where's X-Force? Oh, X-Force going all the way over to the western wall. Oh, and Crow gets found by the center coming out of Picado, as the solo does take Crow off that scooter. But he does have the wolves all the way across on the other side. Why are they shooting boxes plus points? Excitement, celebration. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Sometimes they just get crazy. All right, so let's see what else is going on. What else is going on? Toast right up on over here. Toast is right here, right next to the Rival 6. So let me check in on Shoo Young. Where did you go? He's shy, guys. He's shy. Coming right up and over on the other side of the Emperors. So the Emperors were right underneath Shu Young, and so now he is still chasing them down, still trying to figure out. Oh, we could see them right there. And the sleepy one making an appearance on screen upside down and backwards, as they are all pushing right up and into La Gabaria, as we are still going to the north. And the Wolves and the Sentinels ended up running into each other right on down here. Jit trying to get away from that spray by all three of them over here. We do have all four of the Wolves still standing. Wancho, oh, we driving right past them. And we still have X-Force coming up along that western edge as well. Everybody else clustering into, oh, Crow just not having any fun today. He has been taken out, headed over to Sandhawk as we speak. Alright, so now let me check in on Beton and see what's happening. It does look like the Sentinels are pulling away, and now the real Gunners, Esports, right over here underneath this drop. You guys know I have a problem with the drops. Let's see if I can get over here to the actual people. Real Gunners. Oh, are we down to just Coffin? It is down to just Coffin, so he does have the Dreamers, all of them pulling right up and in onto him. He does have the S12K, so let's see if he can hold off the three-man push. Oh, and there goes the real Gunners out to the Dreamers. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys can check in on where your teams are, because they are all pushing into La Gabaria for the most part. So, even the Sinner. Oh, the Sinner just went right up and into the Rival 6, still coming up and around with that S12, trying to get the shot onto Shu Young. Shu Young finishing off the Sinners, but the Emperor is still taking those shots across at not only Rival 6, but Nucleotide Esports up on top of that, and X-Force. Oh, Claus finding X-Force. So now we are down to just Valak. Valak is the sole survivor to the X-Force. Fate getting taken out by Claus. And now the Wolves are not too far away from X-Force, or from Shoot to Survive. Did I say that wrong again? I'm trying to be so good about this. Let's see. I think we're going to have some issues for X-Force coming up and into this northern side, because the northern side is just packed full of teams. You can see as he's driving right on through, he's coming right between the Digital Age and the Dreamers Esports, coming up and into Nucleotide, passing by Rivals and Dreamers Esports, finding them. That was a rough entry into zone. Alright, so now we are still going over to that western side of La Gabaria, just to the north of Crater Fields, and we do have Beton really close over here to Claus. Let me see if Claus has his eyes over here on Beton, and look at this, Claus in the grass, the desert gilly. There we go. Go ahead and put this back up here while I try to find the next fight. It does look like the XO Elites are still having fights, and we do have the Emperors now pushing right up and in onto the Dreamers. The Emperors, all four of them straight across, and Nucleotide in that fight over here with, where did Nucleotide go? They're over here with XO. They all wrapped around that northern side. I didn't even notice they went all the way up and around to the north side of La Gabaria, coming right up and in onto the Wolves. Oh, Wancho coming right up and in, and now Tiger, the last one, still standing over here. I don't think Quackity has knocked Tiger down to about 20 HP, and they are still coming in. I didn't even notice that crazy wraparound to the north side, coming around and landing in the lap of the Wolves. So now the Wolves are up to 7 eliminations. We are down Doran, but we should be able to pick him up, because we are right here on the edge of zone. Zone is getting ready to pop, and we are going out even further into the hills, just to the southwest of La Gabaria, north of Crater Fields. So now let's see. I'm not sure how the Sentinels, let's go over here and check in on the Sentinels. I'm not sure how they're going to push through all these teams. They do have the Dreamers right there in front of them, and the Emperors right to their north. And Rival 6, oh no, the sleepy one has been knocked. So now I think Rival 6 is down to just Mindful, but he should be able to get Shu Young picked back up. Cloudy does get eliminated. Oh, and Claws coming up over the other side to get that knock onto almost there, and he is just on the edge, the eastern edge of the zone, and all this is happening out on the other side, just as the play zone is trying to push right in. Philo coming right up and in on top of Bob. Bob is right there, and Claws taking those shots over at Philo as he drives right next to Dark Light, and now he is still headed right up and over into the zone, into the belly of Shoot to Survive. They are all right there on top of those hills. Blaze trying to get the shots right on down on top of Philo, and oh, Blaze. And so we do have Shoot to Survive taking over the whole southern side, and the Wolves coming in from that west. We do have the Digital Age already planted in the compound in that north side of zone, and everybody else is just trying. Oh, I feel a fight coming on as the Wolves push into Shoot to Survive. Claws gets knocked by Doran from the Wolves right here. Claws right down below Blaze, and I'm not sure anybody's going to be able to get over there unless Blaze can get the Wolves off the top of the hill. So we still have all these teams in here. We have 8 teams coming in. There you go. You can see where everyone is. It is at this moment, it is the Wolves versus the Shoot to Survive, and we are down to just Blaze. Blaze is the last one still standing, and there goes Baton. So is Doran the last one? I do see one more. Oh, Wancho. Oh, that nade by Doran taking Blaze down. Oh, here comes another nade. Oh, a follow-up nade by Doran. What a nade, landing right on top of Shoot to Survive. And we still have Nucleotide right on the backside of the Digital Age, and he does have to go through them or go around. I have no idea how he's going to get into this zone, because he has to go across the street and into the Digital Age. The Dreamers and the Wolves. We do have the Sentinels over on that other side. Oh, shit. Woo! Oh, Wolves. Wancho finding Jit all the way across as he tried so hard to get out of that vehicle. And now we have the Sentinels trying to drive right up and in. We got Nash jumping out. He does find Dreamers Esports, and Dreamers Esports is taken out by, who got you? Diamond got, oh, I'm losing it. I cannot keep up. So the Sentinels flow up to 6 eliminations. We still have 3 teams in this. We still have the Wolves from the top. But look at this. We got the Digital Age pushed right up and in onto the Sentinels coming into zone. And there goes the Sentinels, the Digital Age versus the Wolves. So they are all still coming in. Digital Age on the east, and we've got the Wolves going all the way north to south, taking over the zone. Baton out there in the center zone, driving around. And let's see, I can't really get you, I can't get you too close just yet, but let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you can see how spread out they are. We do have Baton trying to work his way up and into the Digital Age. Now all of them are outside of zone. No one is in zone right now. So they're, oh, that was a little overcooked. So the zone goes from just to the south of Wancho and to the north of Baton, and that dip right there. So we have no more dip. Let me go ahead and see if I can find a better angle for you to see this zone. This is your zone. Talk about wide open spaces. There is nothing but a scooter in this zone. Look at that. Ooh, and there it is. There it is. The Wolves coming in first with 15 eliminations, 10 placement points, 25 total points for the Wolves for this match. Coming in second, the Digital Age with 5 eliminations, and the Sentinels coming in third with 8 eliminations, 6 of those for Flo, but Wancho had 8 eliminations that match, so we'll see who was the MVP. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. The Wolves, Wancho, 8 eliminations, 973 damage. So for the third time tonight, we will be jumping with the Wolves. So be right back. And Geo, you have X-Force Fate right behind you and 24K up on top of you. 24K in a beautiful position, able to see the world below. And we do have the fight that's going on between the Mazexis over here. And I think Almost There has been taken out. I think that's the last one for Almost K, but we do, or Almost There, we do have Nucleotide still coming on in from the top. So let me check in on what 24K can see from the top of that, because I feel like he came down and in the zone and moved. Oh, he came right up and in onto Geo. So now let's go up to Nucleotide and see what's going on at the top of this hill over here, because we do have everybody coming up. We got X-Force coming up from the south, but we also have the Mazexis coming up from the east. So we've got all 4 of them from Nucleotide right on down. And Fate's busy throwing all those nades, and Fate is getting pushed up on by a duo from Nucleotide, but here comes 24K to back up Fate. So they are still coming in. Let me see if I can get you guys out of the blue zone down below. And there you go. You can see that they are all right on top of each other. Lows there. Smoke's coming out every direction. So now let's see. Where do you guys want to go next? Let me go over to Triggs. Triggs with the fresh level 3 gear and the MG3. He does have Fate right across from him as they are coming up with that MG3. That is, ooh, Fate over here dancing with that Molly low right across, right on the other side of this ridgeline from Nuclear. Oh, 24K down. Oh, so now it's just up to Fate. Fate is the last one still standing over here. Can he get 24K still picked up before the Mazexis come pulling right up and in? So we do have, oh, Fate was able to get that res off, and here they come right up and over. It is 24K versus, oh, 24K versus the MG3, and so now Chosen coming right up and in, and now we do have 24K down. Oh, I couldn't switch over fast enough right when I went to do the side by side. Looks like Tiger is headed back over to the docks, so I think the next fight may be over here with Ragava. You guys know I have a hard time with this name. I'm not sure how it's actually said, but if you watch closely, you might see the wolves right there. They are right on top of them. That's Coops and Dorn. Looks like the rest of Nucleotide have already come across, and Blaze may end up seeing them. So let's check in on Blaze as Nucleotide are coming up right over on top of them. And Blaze is not going to stick around long enough for Nucleotide to breach that shoreline and take any shots. So, oop. Oh, here we go. Right over here, the Sentinels right on top of The Digital Age Diamonds was one of them on the thumbnail yesterday. I believe he was the one on the left. I can't remember now what it looked like. I'll have to think about which one he was. But he was on the thumbnail of yesterday. And the Sentinels, you could see the Sentinels are going around the outside of them. The Sentinels, you can see their tags right on over here. So we'll stay here for just a minute, see if the Sentinels can make it around the Digital Age. The Digital Age are over here in Bonn, and it's cloudy. Cloudy is really close to all that. We might have Quackity right down here with Neverside, so I'm not sure if Neverside is watching across the way, because right across the other side of these docks is Quackity from the Exo Elites. So let's see. Oh, look at this chaos. All right, so we got to get up on over there because we've got Shoot to Survive on top of Legacy in Control and Nucleotides. So let's get on over here. Oh, Blaze was right there, came right back up and over. So now where's Blaze? Oh, they do have Legacy in Control right over on this bridge, and they are trying to get those shots over onto Nucleotide. Nucleotide, Josh, IOP. So now let's see. I don't even know where to go. So look at this. We got Shoot to Survive coming right on. We're getting those shots, and now we do have Dark Light. Dark Light did finish off one of them over here for Nucleotide. Nucleotide still over in this position, taking those shots over at Blaze. Blaze is down to about half health, and Casper up top with Legacy in Control. So let's get, oh, I just lost Casper. So Casper does get found right on over here. So now they are still coming down and in onto Nucleotide. Nucleotide right on down in this compound. We do have, let's see, Rag right on that edge. Ragaba. Oh no, Claws came right up and into what was it? Oh no, so it's down to just Blaze. Blaze is the last one still standing over here, as here comes, oh, Ragava. But the wolves, now the wolves are coming up and into all of this chaos as well. They're gonna come right up over where Nucleotide, Legacy in Control was right here. Where did Legacy in Control? Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, the Wolves Esports with 2 winner chicken dinners, 89 total points. Dreamers Esports moving up into second by 1 point, 61 total points. The Mizexis at 60. There are your points going into match 8 of 10. We are headed into Sandhawk, and let's go. Let me put that iPad up so you guys can see. Whoops. See? Let me try it this way. There you go. You can see that we are missing one from the Wolves. We are missing all of Team 10. Shoot to Survive, and there is Blaze. So they are still coming on in. We might, they're coming in fast, boys. There's Claws in spot 1. Let me take the iPad off there again for a second so you guys can check in on the points. Don't forget, every point matters in this game. Every point, because not only are they doing, not only the points for placement, but the top fragger gets $75 in his pocket by himself. So there we go. This is the XO Esports $1,300 Conquest League. This is the final day of matches 3 matches remaining. We are headed into match 3, or a match 8 of 10, if you will. And I'm trying not to read. Trying not to read and talk at the same time, because you guys already know I am not capable of that. I end up not doing very well. And I think they're getting ready to start. I think that's what they just said. Yep, look at that. All right, so this time, for the 3rd time tonight, we are jumping with the Wolves. This time we are jumping with Juancho. Also going to PMSL Brazil for us. He had 8 eliminations, 973 damage, and it looks like they are going in as a trio. So let me get the iPad up there. We'll give Juancho a little bit of screen time love. And we are almost, we are only 577 seconds away from heading into our 3rd flight bath of tonight. Alright, so I'm going to drink quick water. Sorry about the water. I know you guys hate my water bottle, but I'm sorry. Alright, here's your flight path coming in to Sandhawk. We're coming in just to the south of Nikam, going across the top of Nikam. Ruins all the way across Camp Alpha Island, just skimming the eastern edge of Hatton and dumping off into the water. All of these flight paths have been very, very shifted. This one almost all the way to the west. We have a huge cluster jumping off at the very start. We've got Exo Elites, Real Gunners Esports, and Dreamers Esports all the way down at that south. It does look like boot camp area is crazy. We've got the Digital Age, X-Force almost there. They are all right there over the top of boot camp. It looks like X-Force taking over boot camp. I do see Shoot to Survive over here in a fight with the Sentinels and Blaze. Oh, Blaze going down. Where is Claus? Claus does have a weapon in his hands, but now they are down. Oh, Dark Light just knifed Jit from the Sentinels, and Claus still coming down and around this corner edge. Let's see where Dark Light is, right up over here. He has an AK now, and we do have the Sentinels. Let's see. I still think Claus is coming. Oh, Claus getting that off angle right when we switched over to him. Can he stay on his feet, though? Cloudy and Flo, the last 2 remaining for the Sentinels, still trying to get those shots over onto Bob and Dark Light. We did lose one from Shoot to Survive, and it was Blaze. So now let's see what's going on as the duo Dark Light and Bob come pulling right up onto Cloudy. Cloudy does have the Tommy gun. The rest of the map is pretty separated. I see Fate from X-Force getting really close over here to Nucleotide. So Fate, I'm not sure if Fate's gonna, oh, he did get Claus is mad. He mad. Alright, so let's get on over here and see what's going on as Ragpa comes right up and in. So we'll do a side-by-side. They are right on the backside of each other. Fate watching as he comes right up and around, right on top of them. So let's see. Where is Fate? Where is Fate? Oh, he's got 2 of them back here. I'm not sure who's back here with Fate, but X-Force, we do have... Who is that down at the south side? I cannot see where they all are. X-Force. Ooh, we have Remix in here. Hello, Remix. Let's go back up to Fate, though. They are all pushing right up and in. We do have another one coming up. We have all 4 of them coming up from... Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let me switch over to... Godlin is right here, right in front, and here goes the rest of them. Fate popping right up and in. So now let's go back to the side screen, get this down on here. And X-Force Fate does get knocked and taken down and out by Josh OP. Remix is still on his way up and around. We do have Godlin knocked up in there. up in the top of that tower. And look at this. We got another team coming up and in. It is the Sinners. The Sinners are also coming up along this ridge line. And we do have... It look like, yes, we do. Almost there is also over here. So we have 4 teams at the top of Boot Camp Hill, all right here by X-Force, by the Sinners. We got almost there coming all the way in from that east. We got the Sinners coming right up and in. Remix gets knocked over here. And let's see, where is the rest of them? Let me check in on Valak. Valak up at the top of that. And oh, we have Dark Esports now in a fight over here with Shoot to Survive. And I think we just lost Klaus. We are down to Bob and Dark Light at the ruins of Camp Alpha Mountain. So we do have Naomi, AP, and Calicar coming right up and in onto the duo. Dark Light and Bob just on that western edge of this. Oh no. I think that is it. We did lose Klaus. All right, so we lost Fade in this, but we do have a let me try this one more time. We do have 4 eliminations for X-Force, and X-Force is getting away from Almost There, but Almost There is now pushing right up and in onto the Sinners over here as we talk. As we speak. So now the Sinners are down to just a duo. Everybody getting off the top of that ridge line. And we also have Legacy in control all the way up at the top. And now let's see what's going on over here. We do have, oh, look at this, Shoot to Survive trying to get away from Dark Esports. They are nestled down into this cliffside now, getting away from Dark Esports, and the duo doing just fine over here. But Legacy in control now coming right up on this ridge line. So now we have 3 teams at the top of Camp Alpha Ruins. And I'll go ahead and put that iPad up so you guys can see where they are, because they are all right on top of each other. We do have the Mazexis over here on top of the Emperors. And ooh, Assault OP. He's doing that jiggle wiggle dance that they do. So now let's check in on Leader K. See what Leader K is doing. Coming right. Oh, he was able to find him, but now he sees Rana right there. Oh, look at this. Mazexi's Leader K still coming up and around. So Assault OP, I believe, is the last one still standing. Leader K. Oh, Leader K finding him. And that is a squad wipe for Leader K of the Mazexis onto the Emperors. Now we do have another fight going off right on down here, and it does look like Legacy in control is the sole remaining team. It looks like the Shoot to Survive have gone on down, as well as Dark Esports. So let me go ahead and put that map up here so you guys can check in on where your teams are, because there's been a lot of chaos and a lot of carnage in this very few minutes of Sandhawk match. All right, so who is right down there? Is it Patty? Nope, it is V2. V2 is right here down below. All 3 of them, I believe, from the Real Gunners. I believe there are only 3. Yeah, we did lose Neverside, but they are coming up and in. So now, ooh, X-Force. X-Force is now getting, oh, Alim and Remix both have been knocked, as Almost There are coming into the Triangle of Death. We are down to just Valak now, and there goes Alim and Remix. And Zoom coming right up and around on the backside of Valak. Valak trying to get those shots with the S12K. And he still has all of them coming right up and in on him. You can see the mini-map. They are all pushing Valak all at the same time. And not too far away, the Sinners are in that background. But Valak is not worried about the Sinners at this moment, with all 3 of them right on top of them. And Valak is down to about 5 HP. Oh, Valak, I'm so sorry. Alright, so let's get back back into this. Almost there. Philo does get knocked, but we do have the Sinners coming up right behind him. Let's see. Are they watching? They are right up on top of this hill. And now the Wolves are in a fight with the Digital Age. Look at this. We also have the Dark Esports, Calicar right over here, as well as Legacy in Control. We do have all of them right on over on that side. Digital Age over here in a fight with the trio from the Wolves. We got Wancho, Doran. Oh, we got all four of them from, we do have a full four-man team for the Wolves. We have Wancho, Doran, Paton, and Crow against Wizard and Sendry. It looks like Darwin's been knocked, and I only see the trio over here, so let me go around this way. Wizard, are you the last one still standing? Yes, he is. He's the last one still standing as all of the Wolves push up in on top of him. And he is down to about 5 HP. And this is the active fight at the moment, and Doran is going to be able to get picked back up. Let me go ahead and put the map up there while I poke around and try to figure out where the next fight is going to be. I believe it's going to be over here with Dark Esports and Legacy in Control coming right across. The kid right in AP's sight. Oh, Chahal, I didn't see you right over here. Chahal coming up, and he does have AP and Calicar right there behind that rock, right in front of him, and our zone's getting ready to pop, and we are still going over to that western edge. Let's see if we can pull in from the water a bit. We are going to Ruins Island, down between Ruins and Sam He. I think that, there we go. I think I can scroll in even more without losing too many teams. And I'll put that up as soon as this fight is over. Sandu gets fine, but we do have Dark Esports right in front of us and almost there, right up on that ridge line behind that hot. No, you can't. Oh, they were all along there. I don't know if you were able to see all the tags from almost there. Calicar on the backside of this rock, and this nade could come right up and over. Doesn't get Calicar. No, he's able to get. Oh, but the kid comes down and around, finds AP again. That nade finishes off Calicar. Oh, Calicar. All right, so now let's see what else can we see. Let me go ahead and put that back up there. You can see that Shoot to Survive is still coming in from the northern side of Camp Alpha. I believe they are a duo at this point. We still have Naomi on the bridge. And let's see, the Mazaxis. We have the Wolves coming in, and I feel like the Wolves are getting ready to come right on in on top of Exo Elites. Exo Elites now just trying to take all those shots from Doran. I'm not exactly sure what that was about, but you gotta love the lag. Alright. Do we have that? Looks like Shoot to Survive is coming up right behind where Legacy in Control is at the top. Oh, Quackity, down to about 20 HP. Doran still trying to get those shots. Oh, and there he goes. So now let's get up over here and check in on Bob and see what's happening. Dark Light has been knocked, but they're right. Oh, that Molly was painful. There goes Dark Light. Bob still trying to get those shots over onto Sandu. Sandu coming up and around that backside. And they are just to the north side of zone, and they do have Naomi across the way, and I believe Naomi just got a knock. Yes, he did, onto Sandu. So Naomi helping Shoot to Survive in a roundabout way, clearing out the north side of the river of Legacy in Control. Alright, so let's go. Woo, so much chaos. I don't know how you guys expect me to keep up with all these fights. Alright, let me put the iPad up there. There you go. You should be able to find your teams, figure out where they all are, and it does look like we are all headed to the center zone. It looks like we got another pull up by, oh, Shu Young. Shu Young found Doran as Doran came up and in, and Shu Young does get found by Baton. And now the sleepy one trying to get that nade up and over onto Wancho. Wancho on that back, but we do have all of them up on top of that hill. And there goes Wancho down to about 5 HP. That nade by the sleepy one. Shiny, still trying to get that shot up onto Crow. And we do have all 4 of them still standing, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to get over to Shu Young to get him picked back up. Shu Young, oh, there goes Shu Young out too. I believe that was Doran. So now let me see what Geomani can see over here. And while we stay here for just a minute, I'm going to go ahead and scroll on in. The Real Gunners Esports in a fight in center zone with the Mazexis. Let me see if I can get over to it fast enough. And oh, I believe there goes the Mazexis out to the Real Gunners. The Real Gunners now down to just a trio. Let me go ahead and put that iPad up there. You can see that Rival 6 are coming in from the south, getting pushed north by the blue, but everybody else coming into that zone between Ruins and Nekam. Alright, let me go ahead and check in, see what is going on. Oh, shoot to survive, Bob. Bob came right up over here onto Legacy in control. So now Bob trying to take over this cliffside. And look at this. He is getting full rush by all 3 of them. Oh, Bob. Chahal with that S12K. So now, here we go. See you in Brazil. Yes, our Brazil teams, you guys know I'm so excited for them. Alright, so we do have Rival 6 coming up into Dreamers, and Dreamers is very separated, and it looks like the sleepy one stopped right on over here next to Dreamers, and he does find the Dreamers right over on that shoreline. So Dreamers now down to just V2, and V2 is right over here with all the wolves right across from him. He can hear that Crow is coming down and around. Crow is circling around this compound. I think he knows that V2 may be in here. I'm pretty sure they know. No, Crow is going back to the drop. All right, so now let me go ahead and put the iPad up there. I think I can get further up and into the business. Let's get into the business, boys. All right, so now our zone is going just to the south of the Ruins, and we're still on V2, and V2 over here for the Dreamers are still really close to the Wolves and Rival 6. It looks like the Wolves are headed straight up and over towards Dark Esports. Dark Esports was right on that outside. Oh, Dark Esports, Naomi, I can't click on you fast enough. Dark Esports right on top, trying to get those shots down onto Rival 6, and we still have the Crow not too far away from V2 as well. So let's see what else is happening over here. Legacy in control over here with Zoom, the birthday boy from yesterday. All I want to do is Zoom. Oh, Zoom, I'm so sorry. I'm going to get a good one for you yet. And oh, Crow finds Geomani as Geo tries to come on into zone, and V2 is still there. So can the sleepy one pick him up? No, Mind is really close to him. He might be able to get Geo picked back up. But we still have Naomi. Naomi still right over here trying to get those shots. He is taking the sleepy one down and out. Naomi's a solo up here just on this edge of zone on the southwest side. And we still have Mindful there. And we are down to the top 6 teams as... Look at that. We do have the Wolves in zone right across from the Real Gunners Esports. We have the Dreamers coming up from the south, Rival 6 coming up from the south, all 3 of these solos coming in from the south, and Legacy in control. all the way to the north side of zone. So let's see. I'll go ahead and put this back up so you can see where everyone is. And we are in stage 6, so this zone is hurting. We have mind right below Naomi. Naomi knows that there's one more. Naomi getting that finish off, but now we do have V2 right down here, and I believe he knows that Naomi is right above him, but he is watching the wolves down below him as Naomi is coming right up and over on the top of them. Oh, there's Naomi. So now V2 versus Naomi. Naomi stopped right in front of V2. Oh, Naomi. No. And Crow heard that, and look at this. Crow is up to 7 eliminations, and we are down to the top 2 teams that fast. So now we have the Wolves versus Legacy in Control, and they are still coming down off that hilltop. They do have all those huts right there blocking the Wolves from seeing where they are, and the Wolves getting blessed by zone again. And the Legacy in Control does have a little bit of zone over on that side of the street, but mostly the zone is on the side of the Wolves. And so it is a 2v3 over here. I think that's about the best I can do, trying to get them all in there for you. And as I said, Crow is up to 7 eliminations. Let's check in on Legacy in Control, because the Kid up to 4, XYZ up to 2, and Chahal has 3 eliminations. Legacy in Control up to 9 eliminations, and it is 3v2 against the Wolves. So now let me see if I can get a better angle yet. Oh, the yellow nade. Alright, so we do have Crow up on top of that roof, and then we do have Chahal front line. We've got the Kid and XYZ right behind that broken wall. Wancho getting ready to throw that nade up and over. Does he get it onto the Kid? Oh, what a nade by Wancho. What perfectly cooked. Perfectly placed, and now it is Chahal against the duo from the Wolves. Wancho with those massive nades, and now they are coming right up and in on Chahal. Oh, Chahal. Alright, guys. Why is that not going off? There we go. Coming in first, the Wolves with 16 total eliminations, with the 10 placements, 26 total points for the Wolves for that match. Legacy in Control with 9 eliminations, and Dreamers Esports coming in third with 2 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. Wolves Crow for the 4th time tonight. We will be jumping with the Wolves. 8 eliminations, 681 damage. And with that, I will be right back. Control go. Are they all gone now? They are gone. So now it is the Wolves versus Nucleotide. Now if you look down at that southern side of all of this, you can see that we got a line of issues here. We've got the Emperors right on top of it, almost there. We also have Rival 6, the Sinners. We've got Real Gunners over with the Sentinels, XO Esports. So we've got all of this going on right on over here. Let's get on over to Jit and see what Jit is doing over here. The Sentinels coming up over onto the Real Gunners Esports. I did see one of them from the Gunners get knocked. We are down to just a duo for the Real Gunners Esports. Hello, hello. Let me go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit and see what we can see going on right there. I think you guys can see most of your teams now. And we do have the Sentinels Cloudy coming right up over here next to Vortex. Let's check in on this map, see if there's anything else. We do have the Wolves getting into position up in this northern side, just to the south of Hot Tin. But I feel like the real gunners are the next ones to get into the fight. Sentinel Flow right on that back side. Vortex keeping an eye on all this. Where's Wolf? Wolf is on the outside. He is down in the grass watching all of them as they are driving right up and around. And look at this. You know they know that they're there. All right, what is going on? So let's see. I don't see any knocks going on over here between the Wolves and Nucleotide, but the Wancho, I think Wancho is right on the outside. Wancho, he is trying to get all the information, trying to figure out which building Nucleotide is in before they start to push up and in. And Nucleotide, they are all in different buildings over here. We do have Godlin out. I think he is outside. Yes, he is. He's behind this truck, waiting for him to make that fatal mistake. And where's Baton? I think Baton's on the other side, also creeping up and in. The Wolves are closing in. Chat going crazy, isn't it, Ghosty? They got stuff to say tonight, Ghosty. All right, so now let's see. While we have just a minute, let me go ahead and put that iPad up there so you guys can see where your teams are. And Coops getting that first knock in onto Godlin. So now here comes the push by the Wolves into Nucleotide. Nucleotide down to just a duo. Lowe's is in this compound, but we already know that Ragava was on the other side, and he's in a completely different building. So I think Lowe's is the first one that's going to come up. Look at this, all the Wolves coming right up and around. There is Coops, Wancho, and Doran right outside of his window. Woo, Telly! Hello, Telly. Big fan, Telly. All right, so Baton just found oh, and the Wolves finishing off Nucleotide. So now let's see what else is going on. We do have Exo Elites over here by the Digital Age, and we are going from Camp Alpha Island, Boot Camp, and Ruins. So we have all of this right in here, and now everyone is collecting right down below the drop. And look at this, Zoom, it is Zoom's birthday, and I didn't get to click on you again, Zoom. Happy birthday, Zoom. I'm sorry. So Wiz is the last one still standing for almost there, and the Emperors are right across the street from the Dreamers. The Dreamers are also over here, and here comes Dark Esports and Rival 6. So we have all these teams right over here by the Ruins. So let's see. Oh, Dark Esports went to the north. And what is happening over here? We've got the Sentinels also in another fight over here with the Sinners. Oh, dead aim. He sees you right there. Alright, let's go. Let's go ahead and scroll on just a little bit more. I think you guys can see where all your teams are. We do get a knock over onto the Sentinels. And let me put this up here for a minute so you guys can see where your teams are shifting, because again, they are being very dynamic. They are all moving, not even slowing down for a moment. And so now we do have dead aim right across from Nosh, trying to return the cover fire. All four of them from the Sinners are back up. And so now let's see. It is a pretty fun look at all these teams right on top of each other. And I think most of these are long distance fights, so let me go ahead and put that map back up there while I poke my nose into their fights and see what I think may happen next. I do see the real gunners coming up right behind over here, so they may be able to come in from behind the Sentinels. We do have Jit right here in front of Sadra, in front of Vortex. So now let's see if they can get on in. We do have Wolf still right up over here, and the real gunners were able to stay hidden from the Sentinels. The Sentinels were driving all through their compound, but they did not find him. But we do have the said Jit. Looks like he turned right back around. Jit, did you get that spidey sense going on? So Jit, look at this. Jit must have, oh, somebody's driving right up and through, so now Jit knows exactly where Vortex is. Oh, right in front of him. So now, where is Wolf? Wolf is still coming. Oh, Wolf went and got that buggy and should be able to get on by. He just out of there. He says, all right, see, sayonara. All right, so let me go ahead and put that iPad back up there. You can see that they are all really close to each other, but the fights haven't. Oh, there goes almost there. Wiz got found by Dreamers Bola. And look at that. We are going over to the ruins itself. So we do still have the river and a little bit of Camp Alpha Island on it, but they will be coming across. And I feel like Dark Esports is about ready to get crashed in on by the wolves, unless the wolves come across the land bridge right where Doran is over here. We'll see what they're doing. I think they're just making sure their backs are clear. We've got X-Force in the triangle of death, and so the X-Force may end up with all sorts on top of them. Mizaxi's leader K is also on the top 10 coming into tonight for the top fraggers. And he just, I believe he got both of these knocks over onto XO Esports. So now let's go. Let's scroll on in a little more. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, the Wolves with 3 winner chicken dinners with a total of 115 total points. Dreamers in second with a winner chicken dinner, 68 total points. And Mizaxi's Esports NA2 winner chicken dinner, 64 total points. There are your scores going into match 9 of 10. Yes, we only have 2 matches remaining for the XO Esports $1,300 Conquest League. So let's go this time for the 4th time tonight, going with the Wolves. This time the Crow. 8 eliminations, 681 damage. So now let me find the Crow. And there is the Crow. It looks like the Wolves coming in as a trio to this match. Let me go ahead and put that iPad up there, give him some screen time love. And to Mamba in my chat, I hope you understand, but I can't please everyone. Some people like it, some people don't. So I just do what I can do. All right, for our final Erangel match of this whole tournament, we're coming in from the western edge, going across the top of Hospital to the northeast side of Pachinki, going across the top of Potato Hill, Milta, just to the north of Milta, and straight out the center of the Milta Power Peninsula. There is your final Erangel match of the Conquest League tournament. And let's see what's going on. Where is everyone going? We have Rival 6 already off the plane, headed up towards Zarki area. We've got XO Elites headed down to South George, right next to the Emperors, taking over that hospital area. We've got Shoot to Survive going to North George. We have X-Force going down the Pacific Coast Highway, right along with almost there. Fate is right in the middle. No, Philo is right in the middle of all of them from the X-Force. So Fate versus Philo. Philo hitting the ground first, but Fate coming in onto the balcony. Oh, he's not on the balcony. So now it is X-Force versus almost there. Let's see what's going on with the rest of the map. We have the Real Gunners Esports over here. Was that Valet going up the stairs first? Let's see. Valet coming. Oh, I switched over right when Valet got it. Alright, so now let me go ahead and the rest of almost there are all down to that south. So let's check in on where the farm area is wide open for the wolves. You can see that the wolves even have the zone just barely skimming across the northern side of military base, where the Dreamers Esports are going to military base by themselves. Legacy in control right over by Milta. We do have the Digital Age semi-close to the Mezexes. The Mezexes apparently did get the vehicles. We have Dark Esports headed up. It looks like they've stopped over at the school recall center, so I'm not sure if they're going to go up to Yasnaya. We do have Little Fox. Little Fox, what are you doing over here? It looked like he was creeping up over close to the Exo Esports. And now, let's see. Wiz may have some issues with X-Force. Oh, Wiz, oh no, Wiz doesn't even have a weapon. And look at that, Fate driving right on past Wiz. Wiz is just turning and looking at him. Let's go, Rival 6. Yes, Rival 6. Shu Young. Oh. Naomi, what happened over here? So it looks like AP. It was AP that came over here. I'm not sure if AP came to get the vehicle and stayed a little longer and overstayed his welcome. Alright, let me go ahead and get that on in there. And Wiz is going to be able to get away from X-Force. He was... Oh. Ooh. Wiz... Uh-oh, but the GOAT now is coming right up and in onto X-Force, and I think Wiz just told him, go away, because X-Force is right there, and I think he was going over to try to get Wiz, but it looks like X-Force are going to go ahead and head down to Primor's Quarry area, but they do have almost there pretty close. So now, let me go ahead and put the iPad up there so you guys get a good idea where your teams are. We do have Dark Esports all up in Yasnaya, but we also have the Sinners headed up to Yasnaya along with Mezex's leader K. He is also right there next to Calicar. I think that's Calicar down at the station. And Leader K is going to be able to get out of that. But we do have the Sinners coming up over onto this side, over by Naomi. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. I feel like the Sinners know that they got Dark Esports. They know that Dark Esports are... Oh, here comes the crash. They are coming up and in. So... let's see what Naomi can do as all of the Sinners are coming up. Naomi getting boosted and ready. Calling to his team. Magic coming up and around Naomi. Oh, here they go. Naomi does have the DBS and the sticky bomb. Can he get another knock with that sticky bomb? As here comes Calicar. Calicar is also coming up along this edge, and Calicar through the window is able to get the knock over. Ooh! Oh, Scarface gets Calicar, but I think Naomi was able to come up and in. So now here comes the rest of the Sinners. It is just Naomi versus the duo from the Sinners. And look at this, dead. Oh, right there in front of him. And he does he get him? I don't think he got dead aim right there in front of him. He does get him that time. And, oh, Naomi is going to be able to get Calicar picked back up. Naomi taking 3 of the Sinners out of Erangel. Alright guys, let's see what else. Let me put the iPad up again so you guys can figure out where your teams are, because they are starting to move now. They are starting to head on out. Shu Young is headed up and over towards the Sentinels. So let me see what Shu Young is getting his nose into. Is he going to be going over towards Severny, or is he going to go to the south? It looks like he's diverted, but he is. Oh, he's got the Sentinels right there, though. Shu Young, watch your back. You got a Sentinel right behind you. Oh, my anxiety. Why do you have to stop where they've got people? And he's going to come right up and in and right there with Nosh. Nosh is right there. Look at this. Nosh watching him. Nosh is telling his team they are coming. Here they come. So now, Shu Young and Nosh see you from down below. Nosh keeping an eye on you, but ooh, let's see, where's the rest of your team? The rest of your team all the way back in zone, and now the Wolves are getting into a fight right on down here. The Wolves coming right up and in right on top of the Real Gunners Esports. All 4 of them from the Wolves against the 4 of them from the Real Gunners Esports. Crow has been knocked, Doran's been knocked, and so now it is down to Wancho and Baton. And Wancho throwing that nade right up and over, and Baton does get another knock onto one, and I think the Real Gunners are now down to just Coffin. It is just down to Coffin. Coffin finds Wancho. It is Coffin down to 20 HP versus Baton. Baton is going to be able to get his whole entire team picked back up. The Wolves up to 4 eliminations, eliminating the Real Gunners of Esports out of Erangel. Now shoot to survive. That's what I thought I saw there, all the way over onto the starboard side of Erangel. They came right up and in onto the Mazexis. When I read that, I was like, what did I just read? Let me go ahead and put that up there so you can see that shoot to survive all the way over here with the Mazexis. So the Mazexis right in front of them. We have Blaze and Claus trying to, ooh, did they see him? Leader K right there. Oh, Azula, go, Azula. They are all right behind Azula. He is down to about 5 HP, trying to get over towards Nyan. Shoot to survive gets him down to about 5 HP, and his car is on fire, and Dark Light is able to find him. So now, where is Chosen? Chosen right up over here, trying to get those shots on to Shoot to Survive. As Shoot to Survive coming down off the Stauber Mountain. And our zone does pop, and we are going very central. And we do have the fight up in Severny with the Sentinels versus Rival 6. And let's see what's going on with Rival 6. There is Shu Young, I don't know why I keep saying mindful. And the rest of Rival 6 coming up and in. And I only see a duo over here for the Sentinels. I'm not sure where the rest of the Sentinels are. And there goes the sleepy one pulling right up and in, getting really close. And Giovanni on that push right up and over on 2 wheels, coming right up behind the Sentinels. And now the Sentinels are getting sandwiched. Sandu trying to get on out of there. Sandu driving right in. Oh, Sadra. I didn't know you were on the Sentinels. Thought that said Sandu. And so now we do have, I'm sorry, Sadra. Oh, sorry, Sadra. And now Jit is the last one still standing against Rival 6. And Rival 6 finishing off the Sentinels up near Severny. Alright. Claus with 3 eliminations onto Legacy in... No. Legacy in Control is down here with X-Force. Let me get on down here. Sorry, guys. I can only read and talk half the time. Alright, so Legacy in Control, right? Trying to come up onto X-Force, and the kid does get knocked, and I think it said by Remix, if I read that right. Remix coming right up and over Alim, not too far away. Alim right over here next to Sandu. There is Sandu, and I am so sorry, Sadra. I am so sorry I said that wrong. Shahal trying to get on out of there, and he does have XYZ right behind him as X-Force pushing up and over on top of that hill. So they are now coming into almost there. Zoom, you have all sorts of guests coming your way. Alright, what else is going on over here? So now Doran. Ooh, Doran's getting the squeeze play right on over here between the digital age. The digital age all coming up and around this West Farm area. And I think Doran may be okay, but the rest of the Wolves are not that far away. So we still have Rival 6 up near Severny shooting range area. We have Shoot to Survive over here by the duo for Dark Esports. Dark Esports does still have a duo in Yasnaya. So I think now I can put up the map, go ahead and give you guys an idea where your teams are at the moment. Because they are still, oops. They are still rotating. They are still getting into zone. I think I can move that a little bit over there. And I think right now, I feel like Shoot to Survive, maybe trying to find Dark Esports coming out of Yasnaya. So I'm gonna stick over here for a little bit. And we'll see where they end up going. It looks like they're all gonna go ahead and gas on up. And let's see what else is happening with the rest of them. It does look like, ooh, it looks like they called in reinforcements. So now the Wolves are down here right on top of the digital age. Let's check in on what the digital age are doing over here at the Lighthouse Barns, just to the south of Pachinki. And Doran gets knocked by Diamonds. So now I think that said Diamonds or Zendri. I did miss who that was. Maybe even Darwin at this point. So now the Wolves up on top of that hilltop. Let's check in. Oh, Doran. We did lose Doran completely. Wancho coming down and around on the push, coming right up and in onto Wizard. Oh, he can see Wizard's head right through that window. So now Wancho trying to get the shots with the DBS onto Wizard, and Wizard also has a DBS. It is DBS versus DBS here. Can Wancho, oh, and here comes the rest of the Wolves and the rest of the digital age, and Wancho still trying to get the shots as they go up and up the stairs, all four of them versus all four of them. So now let's see, can we get a sky view of this push over here and see what is happening as the Wolves push in onto the digital age. We've got a 2-2 over here, and I forgot we did lose Doran, and so now Wancho goes down on that push, and so now we got Baton and Crow on this backside, and we do have Zendri, oh, and Darwin right on the other side of that. And it is now a 3v2 because we did lose. Wancho is knocked, and Crow is down to 5 HP. Baton is basically full health, but still trying to come up and around. And now Crow gets that heal off, but Zendri goes down. So now it is down to just Wizard. Wizard is the last one still standing, still trying to hold off the push by Baton. It is Baton versus the Wizard, and oh, look at this. Everybody is still bleeding out over here, so now we got to figure out, is it, oh, Baton getting up on top of the hill, on top of the car, trying to get Zendri, or trying to get Wizard in that corner, and Wizard down to about 5 HP, and Baton is able to finish him. Now, let's go back to the map, guys. Let's get back over here and see what other chaos is going on, because you know these guys cannot stay quiet for 2 seconds without everybody fighting all at the same time. X-Force in another fight. Legacy in control with almost there in a fight. It does look like Remix has been knocked. Legacy in control right across. We are down in Pachinki with at least 3 teams, and Legacy in control. Oh, Fate! No! So Fate right over here with Relim, Remix, and Alim. So they're still, look at all the teams. We've got gumballs everywhere. We've got XO Elites not too far away. Nucleotide Esports not too far. Oh, Remix from the shadows. The Remix monster just coming on out and taking that shot out of from the smokes. Alright, so now let's see what else is happening. Remix my hero. Alright, what is going on with Quackity right over here? Quackity is getting pulled up on over here by the Emperors, and oh, Quackity finds Rana. So now let's see, where is Little Fox? Little Fox, what you doing all the way over at the picnic area? Alright, so now let's see what else is going on. I think now I might be able to go ahead and put that iPad up there so you guys can check in on your teams and see what is happening next. I feel like Quackity is about ready to get pulled up on by Rival 6. Rival 6 coming in right behind him. Oh, you can see Geo and Shu Young. Hello, CLO. Yes, like and subscribe, please. Don't forget that we do have another sponsored giveaway for UC. Just take a screenshot of your like and subscribe. Get it over to the EXO Esports Discord server. Alright, so Nucleotide Esports also trying to get those shots across onto Rival 6. And Shu Young, what you doing, Shu? Shu right across. Oh, look at that. Wiz finds X-Force. This is all going on as they're trying to get out to Pachinki over here. Remix is the last one still standing. He still has Nucleotide. Almost there. And Legacy Chahal. Legacy in control. Chahal trying to get those shots right across. Oh, and he finishes them off. So all these solos over here in Pachinki, we have Chahal and Remix just right next to each other. And who is that? Oh, Shoot to Survive. Up to 9 eliminations. Just came right up and in on the Dreamers. So now we do have the fight with the what is happening over here. Yes, we did lose the sleepy one, and oh no, so now we are down to just Giovanni up here on the hill as they come up onto the Emperors and Baton. Baton is not that far away as well, and Giovanni trying to get on out of there, but he's gonna end up wrapping right up and around right into the lap of Baton over here. Baton, let's check in on what's happening between these two because they're about ready to. Oh, is Geo gonna keep going right on by Baton? Oh, Baton and Geo. So now Baton on the one side inside the shack down to about 50% health. Oh, and he found Giovanni. He is up to 6 eliminations, but now here comes Nucleotide Esports. They're right on top of Baton. Baton is getting all sorts of attention up here on this. And now Chahal, who do you have on the outside? It is still Remix. It is still Remix versus Chahal over here in Pachinki. And it looks like Remix is going out and around. Hello, Sunshine. Ooh, Baton. Baton, get on out of there. Go, Baton. Oh, that is not a good place. Not a good place. Not a good place. Oh, right below Godlin then. Alright, so now let's see what else is going on. Remix is wrapping down in around. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I did not mean to leave that up there that way. Alright, so Godlin is coming down and around. We do have also, let's see, Shoot to Survive. Is that who's on top of the top? Yes, it is. Shoot to Survive right on top of Baton. So now let's. I can't get off of him. There we go. my game is having issues. So Shoot to Survive coming right up and in right on top of Nucleotide over here. So let's see. Nucleotide trying to hold off the push, and now we do lose Godlin, and we do have, let's see, what are we doing over here? We also have teams coming in at our back. We do have the Zone over on the one side, and it looks like Claus, he's trying to get those shots onto Claus. It just barely, oh, I thought he was going to be able to get into that, and so Toxic is the last one, and they just cleared out Nucleotide Esports. So now, let me go ahead and scroll on in. Let's get on in here. And I think I can put this map up here while I try to find the next fight. And it does look like Dark Esports is coming right up along this ridgeline and gonna come right up and under Shoot to Survive. And so Remix is right there behind him. Remix over here. We have Shoot to Survive, X-Force. Let me check in on Remix really quick. Remix trying to get past Shoot to Survive. Remix is getting chased down by Shoot to Survive, and Dark Light finishing that off. And let's see what else is going on. Calicar coming right up over here onto almost there, right on this ridge line, right in front of you, Calicar. Turn, right turn, right turn, right turn. Alright, so now let's see what else is going on. We still have the Emperors coming up and in, and XO Elites. Quackity will be coming in right behind, almost there. So almost there. Now pinched between Dark Esports. Calicar trying to gatekeep the almost there from coming on in, and we got XO Elites coming up right behind almost there, and they're getting pinched between these two teams, and we are down to the top 6 teams. 3 of these teams right on top of each other. We have Emperors and Shoot to Survive over here as well. Butch Kaz! Hello, Butch Kaz! Alright, so now looks like Calicar is able to get the knock onto one of them, but the Wiz is able to get the other one. So now let's go. I keep trying to stay off of that, but it is almost impossible since he is number 1. And so now look at this. They come right up and around. Shoot to Survive coming up here in all that chaos. Wiz is the last one still standing, and Wiz is on fire by Bob. What a molly by Bob. And now we do have the Emperors coming up and in. Let me see if I can go ahead and get a sky view of where everyone is for you guys. We still have Shoot to Survive over to the west. We got the Emperors along this ridge line. And it looks like we have Shoot to Survive coming up, wrapping around over here by Assault OP. Little Fox, here they come. All 4 of them coming right up and in, right on top. Oh, and Assault OP in the background. You can hear him taking those shots up the hill. And we still have Baton in here. Baton way over on that ridge line as well. And now let's see, Assault OP does have Bob driving right on down, right in front of him, and oh, he sprays him out with that Groza, but he goes out to zone. So now we are down to just Baton versus the Shoot to Survive. So Shoot to Survive, let me see who I think it's gonna be. Claws and Dark Light both up quite a bit in elimination. So let's see if I get this right. Blaze also up at the top. Can Claus see under your tires? Oh, the nade by Claus. He does get quite a bit of damage onto Baton. Baton taking those shots over at Claus. Claus is down to about half health, but Baton is in. Oh no, he's not in zone, but he's not in the blue zone. And here comes Dark Light up and over the top, trying to get in those shots with. Oh! And there it goes. Shoot to Survive. Coming in first with 21 total eliminations. 21. 10 placement points. 31 points for this one match. Geez. Coming in second, the Wolves with 9 eliminations. The Emperors coming in third with 3 eliminations. GG, top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. Shoot to Survive Dark Light, 9 eliminations, 1,208 damage. So we will be jumping with Shoot to Survive for tonight's final match. The final match of the XO Esports $1,300 Conquest League. I will be right back. Oh, X-Force Fate just got taken out by the Wolves over on that eastern side. Right when I was watching what Fate was doing, he got knocked and thirsted by, I believe it's a duo. It does look like XO Elites are down to just a duo over here. Tiger getting healed back up, and we do have Speeds right. Oh, Digital Age Darwin coming right up and around. So now we're down to just, I can't catch him. There he is. Tiger is the last one still standing. And the Wolves are coming in on the X-Force now over at the, the X-Force is moving out, but Valak is right over here, right next to Coops. Coops is coming in right from that. Baton found Valak right when they came right up and in. So now the Wolves are coming right on over and in. We still have Tiger over here by the Digital Age, but the Digital Age, look at this, they are going around the compound that Tiger is in. And then the Sinners are having issues because here comes the Mazexis. And there goes AC running right across in front of 4W. So now let's see what is going on. X-Force coming in from the top, and that was not, he got knocked over here by the Wolves. The Wolves are still right over here on top of X-Force, and now Aiden trying to get those shots up onto Darwin, and now the Sentinels in a fight with Dark Esports. So we do have all the chaos breaking out. So let's get on over here. The Sentinels coming over to the Ruins Bridge, and we do have Naomi and AP. Jit just got knocked by that nade. No, it wasn't even a nade. It was M4 shots from Naomi on this bridge line. So now everyone is still coming right up and in the Digital Age, coming in from the north side of Painan, and everybody else crashing right on in. Baton right over here, right between the Mazexis. And he just ran right on over, but Baton gets knocked on out. And let's see, Coops is now up to 4 eliminations, also coming right up and in. Alim trying to stay down and out. So now let's see what's going on with Sentinel Flow as he's trying to get on. Now that was a nade. That was definitely a nade. And that was by Bola right on over here. Doran now coming right up and in onto the Emperors. The Emperors are right here in this compound. Assault OP has been knocked, and Little Fox trying to get him picked back up. October 0. But Coops is coming in from the other side. Woo! Coops right on this side is able to get that knock over onto the Emperors. But the Emperors are just down one player and now Wancho has been knocked. Now let's see what is going on. Let's scroll on in because we got all this chaos over here. So let's see what's going on. And I think we're down to Coops. Wancho trying to get out of the blue, but he goes out to the blue, and Coops still coming right up and in and around. And Coops is up to 8 eliminations. 8 eliminations. So now we still have 7 teams in here. Let me go ahead and put this iPad up here because they are all spread out. They are at every nook and cranny of the ruins and the rocks. So now we do have, let me show you which teams are still in here. We have the Wolves as a solo, Mazexis, Triggs as a solo, Rival 6 Mind as a solo, Dark Esports a duo, Dreamers a trio, Real Gunners Esports as a solo, and Sinner. There goes the last Sinner. So we have all these solos coming right up and in. Let me get on over to Bola. Bola just coming up and around, finding Naomi and Triggs. Triggs just found Wolf, so now let me get on over to the Mazaxis because he is right over. Oh, Coops, watch your back because you are. Look at this. He is being watched right here by Rival 6. Oh, I saw that coming, guys. I felt it coming. And we are down to the top 3 teams now. We do have all 3 of them from the Dreamers, and Bola is up to 5 eliminations. We do have AP for Dark Esports and Mine for Rival 6. They all have to try to come on in. So Mine for Rival 6 right on over here. So let me go ahead and do this, and we'll keep an eye on who is close, but we'll stay here with Bola also because he is up to 6 eliminations. And so Mine watching them from the top of that hill. And ooh, Patty getting ready to throw that nade up and over. Is Bola gonna go around and find him right on over here? Look at Mine watching as Bola drives right up. I'll try to figure out which one is gonna be there so that I can switch over to that screen, but I feel like Bola may be the one that gets into the fight with Mine. We'll have to keep an eye on what happens. But Dreamers Esports up to 8 eliminations. Let's go. And I didn't get a chance. Our Legacy in control in a fight with the digital age. So alright. 6less. I think your team is getting ready to move out of the quarry, but they still have almost there behind them. So we might have to keep an eye on that, 6less. Alright, so other than that, hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, the Wolves with 3 winner chicken dinners and 130 total points. The Dreamers in second with a winner chicken dinner, 68 total points. And the Mazaxis Esports NA 2 winner chicken dinner, 64 total points. We are headed into tonight's final match. This is match 10 of 10. Don't forget to get your screenshots. So if you like it, subscribe over to the EXO Discord server. They will be giving away we will be doing the Wheel of Names right after tonight's final match. While we wait for these scores, you can see that they are all coming in very slowly. They are tired. They have been fighting non-stop for 2 days in this tournament. I'll keep popping that iPad on so that you can see they are still filling in. We are missing all of them from Nucleotide Esports and all of them from the Sinners at this point. So right now, hopefully they will be coming on in. Let me check to see if we have a 2-minute. No, there's nothing just yet. So let me go ahead and mute this for a second so I can drink some more water. Shoot to survive with that. Oh, with that. Look at this. They jumped from 13th with that 31-point game all the way up to 4th place. So shoot to survive. They've got it together, guys. Can they shoot up any more points? Because there's less than 10 points between 2nd and 4th. Look at how close these points are. Let me take this iPad off of here. Look how close all these points are. Any one of these teams can have a massive game coming into tonight's final match and change this whole leaderboard. So we'll have to pay attention. You guys got to let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you think that we're going to have a massive win for one of these teams. We're still missing Nucleotide Esports and still missing the Sinners going into the final match of tonight, and it is Miramar, so it could be rough, could be maybe not. We'll have to figure this out, but we are missing a player from X-Force, a player from Dreamers Esports, a player from the Wolves, so they are all trying to get these. I think the Wolves were a full 4-man team that last match, I believe. Oh, and there we go. Here we go, guys. Tonight's final match. This time we are jumping with Shoot to Survive. Dark Light. 9 eliminations. 1,208 damage. Another PMSL Brazil player headed to Brazil for us. Let me get him on the screen. Give him some screen time. Love. Let me get that iPad up there. And there he is, guys. Headed to Brazil for us. Shout out to Shoot to Survive, the Wolves, X-Force, and Inco. Alright, so this time we have another crushed flight path. We are coming up from just to the north of Prison Island between Minas del Sur and Bartona, going across the top of Las Leon all the way over to the armpit. So AFKs will be on land this time, so free points over there. We'll have to keep an eye on that, see if there are any. Digital Age is already off the plane, headed over towards Via Del Mar, and it doesn't look like they're gonna have anybody going there with them. The Sentinels are going to Bartona by themselves. On the YouTube, let's go Shoot to Survive. Yes. And Rival 6 headed up to Chumacera. Shoot to Survive right here with a Legacy in control. So let's go ahead and get Dark Light on the screen so you can see up in the mini map up in the upper right. Shoot to Survive does have Legacy in control all right on top of them, and they know that they are there. Bob is already down. They are going down to the car spawn. So could have some very beginning fights. It looks like Picado does have X-Force headed over with, who is this? The Wolves. Oh, X-Force and the Wolves headed over to Picado together. And look at Impala. We have 3 teams over here. We have almost there Emperors and Real Gunners Esports. So all these teams are right here, right on top of each other. We're gonna stay Dark Light with the bow. Alright, so let's see what's going on with the Wolves. Oh, Alim is blocked off. Fate and Valak over by Wancho. We've got Crow and Baton in the reds, and Dark Esports down at that southern side. So I'm going to do my best to try to catch some of these fights. But, oh, and there goes Alim to the nade. That nade. Oh, no, Alim got the nade over on the Baton. Baton is the one that got the nade. I read it backwards. And Shoot to Survive just finished off Bob, or I am saying everything backwards. Legacy in control. There we go. And I am trying to watch 3, 4, 5 different fights all at the same time, guys. I cannot do it. I can't do it. So let's get back over here and keep an eye on Shoot to Survive. They were the last match top fragger. Oh, Alim is the last one still standing. He's coming out from underneath Crow, right across from Magic, and now Valak, Fate are both knocked, and we still have, let's get on over to Alim. See what Alim is doing as they're coming up and in, and Dark Esports does finish off Fate over here. Alim trying to get on in Oh, and Shoot to Survive still getting pulled up on by Legacy in control. And we still have Valak across the street. Valak is... Oh, and we do have the Wolves coming down. It is Baton coming right up and in on the Alim. Baton on that backside. Alim right there. And we do have that fight going off over in Impala. Neverside taking out Zoom with the machete. So Alim comes out and around. Oh, and there is still Dark Esports across the street. And Alim, all these smokes trying to get in and through. And we still have Dark. Oh, go. Dark Esports. All three of them. Oh, there goes Alim. Alim by Baton. So now it is a 2v3 for the Wolves versus Dark Esports. Dark Light gets knocked, and where's Claus? Claus is the one getting the pickup. And ooh, Legacy in control. Look at this. They are all coming from different angles. Blaze trying to figure out which angle they are coming from because they are doing the pinch squeeze on both sides. And here they come, pulling right up and in. It is Chahal on that backside. And we still have the fight between the Wolves and Dark Esports over here. And Chahal gets taken down and out. Claus is now knocked, so now we have to get Klaus picked back up, and it looks like Dark Light's going to be able... Oh, no! Dark Light trying to move that, but he's going to be able to get that car out of the way. The kid right across the way, but Blaze is watching the kid coming in across as he's trying to stop from getting that pickup. And the kid down to 5 HP right back on the backside of that. Oh, Shoot to Survive. Oh, we did lose Bob, but we got Dark Light up to 2 and Blaze up to 2, and Klaus is on his feet. All right, so now let's get back on over here and see what's happening, and let me go ahead and find out what else is going on. We still have all this chaos over here in Impala. We do have the Emperors versus Real Gunners Esports, and almost there is way on that southern side. So we still have all Assault OP with another machete elimination. So now I think yeah, Real Gunners Esports are down to just Wolf. So we still have all this chaos going on, and we still have a duo from almost there right here in Impala. So we do have the Emperors coming up. Ooh, right behind. So Rana coming in. We have Assault OP, Little Fox up on that hill, and then on the other hill, on the other side of the church in Impala, we also have almost there. So let me go back down to Wolf as he is trying to hold off the push by the Emperors. And then let me go ahead and Mazaxis are coming in over here. The Mazaxis coming in over onto... There goes Shu Young Geo trying to get those shots over to the Chuma, Sarah, Abby, and Leader K right on top trying to get... Oh, and there goes mine. So now it is just the Sleepy One and Geo over here against the Mazaxis. And the Mazaxis are a trio. I'm not sure. Leader K... up to 2 eliminations. All 4 of them are still standing. And Dark Esports just got taken out by Baton. And let's see what else is going on over here. Let's see what's happening. It was Calicar. So Calicar, we still have all 4 of them still standing, but we do have Baton and Crow. They are coming down and around, and I'm not exactly sure where they found Calicar, if Calicar is already back up onto his feet. He does have most of his team over here with him. So now let's see. It looks like Rival 6 are going to be able to get on out of there. So now let's get back over here, and then I'll go ahead and put put, oh, here comes the push by 3 of them. But look at almost there up on that ridge line. So almost there, may have those eyes over onto the Emperors. We still have all this chaos going on. I will put the map up for you guys in just a minute, but I don't want to miss these fights. All right. Go ahead and scroll on in a little bit. There we go. And we still have all 3 of them. Yeah, there goes the shots. And look at this. Assault OP is able to get Wiz, but Philo is able to get a knock over onto Rana. I think that's what it said, is Rana knocked. Yes. All right. So they're trying to get, we do have 3 teams over here in Impala. Let me see what else is going on. I think the rest of the map, everybody else is pretty separated. We do have Shoot to Survive up in El Pozo. So it is intense. It is intense, chatty. All right, so let me go over and check in on Wolf. What is Wolf? Wolf may be able to get on out of here with almost there. Oh, we got Goat coming right up and in. We still have Wizknock. We did lose Zone. So now let's see, where's Philo? It looks like they may be pulling away, so Goat may end up, or Wolf may end up being the center of attention from the Emperors. Once again, Wolf should be able to get on out of there, but he doesn't have a lot. He's only got level 1 gear. At least he's got quite a bit of ammo. All right, let me see what else. It looks like almost there is going ahead and moving out. They're going to go ahead and prioritize zone. We still have the Sentinels coming in from Partona. And, all right, I think we have some breathing space, but I'm going to stay here with Wolf because he is still right here with all 3 of them still remaining from the Emperors. And we'll keep an eye on the zone. The zone is kind of a donut zone going from San Martin through Leones, wrapping around Chumacera up to Ladrilla. This is the final match, and so every point matters. Every point matters for placement as well as top fragger. We still have the Wolves in here. We still have Dark Esports in here in Picado. We still have looks like the Emperors are gonna go out. The Emperors are searching for almost there. Look at this. They're driving around the backside of the hill, but almost there has already left, and Wolf is going to be able to survive just a little bit longer. We are in stage 2, headed into stage 3. He does need to get out of the blue and get over to the play zone. And I think now is a really good time to put that screen up there so you guys can check in on your teams and figure out where they are, where they're headed. It is a pretty dynamic map. They are constantly on the move. Not many of them are staying in one place too long. The Wolves are coming. Oh, Crow. Crow is all the way up here by El Pozo, coming into Shoot to Survive territory. Look at that. He is right there on top of them, from one of them from Shoot to Survive, and it is Klaus Jean-Claude Van Damme. The Zaxby's in a fight with the Sentinels. What happened here? Oh, they're coming up to the Chumacera Church over there. Let's see what's going on with Triggs. What you doing over here, Triggs? Triggs at the top of the Chumacera Church. Just getting those shots across onto the Sentinels. We do have the Emperors coming down. We still have Wolf coming out of Impala. Wolf's wiping some sweat off of his brow, guys. Let's face it. All right, everybody else pretty much just getting into their position. Our zone is closing pretty fast, so we'll have to keep an eye on where your teams are. We do have Shoot to Survive still way up in El Pozo outside of zone. Crow, I'm not sure what Crow is doing. He's just kind of just flying around the map like crows do. Hello, Suloji. So we do have the Emperors down by Porto Paricio. They're coming on in, and Wolf is almost right on top of almost there. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on where Wolf comes into zone, because he could end up in some hot water. So let's see what else is gonna happen. And I think it's still a good time to put this map up here so you can check in on your teams. And the zone is getting ready to pop. We only have a few remaining seconds of stage 2. We are down to 14 seconds. We are trying to pop off some helmets and waste some gear over here between the Mazexis and the Sentinels. And our zone goes over towards La Drilla Monte Nuevo power grid. Baton is right over here on top of the digital age. So I'm not sure if Baton's going to hear them or see them. He is on the move. He's still looting. He's got level 3 gear, so he's pretty happy, but the digital age is pretty close. And here comes Crow to back him up. Oh, the digital age is moved. So the digital age moved out of the way. And we do have Dark Esports coming out of Picado, but they're right over here by almost there in Exo Esports. So I can't click on those guys because they're too close to that drop, but Dark Esports still coming up and around over here by Exo Esports, almost there. We got the Dreamers coming in from that north side. The Sentinels do have the Emperors coming in right behind them. We still have Shoot to Survive up in El Pozo. They still need to come in out of the blue. And so is Real Gunners Esports Wolf. He is just to the north side of Leones. He does have a vehicle, so he should be coming on in. And I feel like we're about ready to get into a fight with the Dreamers over here. Calicar about ready to see them or hear them. Does he know? Oh, I think they look at this. They are all pulling right up and in. Calicar, ooh, that off angle from the Dreamers across the street, getting the better of Calicar's vehicle for sure. Is that V2? Yes, it is. It's V2 across the way. Calicar trying to get those shots over onto V2 as Vito pulls up and in. AP already in here. AP, oh, AP finding the business end of Patty's DBS. So let's go. Let's see what else is going on. And now they're headed over here towards the Wolves. They are almost right on top of the Wolves. And here comes Shoot to Survive into zone. Oh, they did. They pulled right up over here onto the Wolves. Look at that. The Wolves taking those shots over at Naomi. Calicar turning right back around. It is down to Calicar and Naomi. Naomi coming right on into this compound away from the Wolves. And we do have the digital age on the back side of the Wolves. The Wolves right down the hill from the digital age. All 4 of them right up on the top. And now all these teams are coming in from the south side. Look at the south side coming in, guys. We do have the Mazaxis, Rival 6, still in their position. But here comes the Sentinels and Assault OP leading the charge for the Emperors coming into the south side of Chumacera. Alright, just on that ridge. So now, while we pay attention to this, because it does look like he's going to end up right on top of Rival 6, I'm going to go ahead and try to zoom the map in over down below so that we can put this up. And you guys can check in on your teams and see where everyone is. We do have teams spread out all over the place, taking crazy splits. I think Assault OP just saw Giovanni across the street in the apartment building. And we do have the sleepy one right down below. Assault OP definitely saw Gio run right in front of him. So, Wolf hack? Nah. No, none of these players hack, guys. Alright, so now let's see. Another donut zone. So we are coming in just between the power grid, Monte Nuevo, Ladrilla, Chumacera, and Picado. We are right there in the center of all that. And now, I think we're getting pulled up on Let me go back over to Geo Money. Geo, I think he's coming to find you because he saw you. Yes, he is. And that is Emperor Rana. So now Geo coming. Oh, Geo. Oh, so now it is just the sleepy one across the street trying to get those shots right on through. Chiney trying to get on in right over there because he knows that. Oh, Chiney, no. All right, so let's go. Let's see what else is going on. We still have, it looks like Shoot to Survive getting on top of the hills right above, almost there. And we do have the Digital Age coming in right over here next to the Sentinels. The Sentinels coming in from that western edge. I think I can scroll this in even more for you guys now. Let's get this up here for you guys. There you go. Oh, and look at this. The Sentinels coming in right below the Digital Age. And we got Wizard right here. Nosh is in the hovercraft trying to get out of the way. And Wizard, oh, he runs right into that tree. And so we got Cloudy right up there. And Cloudy does get knocked by the Wizard. Nosh is right over there. But Wizard is down to 1 HP. The Digital Age. Oh, Crow. Crow from the background. So now let's see what else is going on. Zendry, Diamonds. We do have the Sentinels coming in, and here comes the Emperors coming right up and in right between the middle of the Mazaxis, Sentinels, and the Digital Age fight right down here in this southwest quadrant. We do have, ooh, it looks like the Shoot to Survive may be coming in over here towards the Wolves as well. There is Shoot to Survive coming right up and around. Hello, Jit coming in on top of, I think they may end up over here onto the Emperors. The Emperors are right over here, but the Emperors are going down and around the Mazaxis. They took over right where the Emperors just were. Let's get over to the Mazaxis. The Mazaxis are on a push to get over as well. Azula coming right up and in. He does have all 4 of them right in front of him, taking those shots, taking that nade up and over. Does he get a nade knock? No. But Zendry from the Digital Age gets a knock over onto the Emperors. They are in zone. We still have all out Chaos and Cloudy trying to get out of there. The Sentinels are now down to a solo player. Jit is the last one still standing, and Jit is getting bombed by nades left and right by the Mazaxis. All 4 of the Mazaxis are up, and Leader K finishing off the Mazaxis. And the Emperors are down to just a solo now. So now, let's see. We still have Shoot to Survive, the Wolves, Digital Age. Let me go up to Zendry. So there we go. So now, let's see what else is happening as we go ahead and scroll on in. We also have almost there Wiz. Wiz does have, let's see, the Dreamers Esports coming right up and in onto him. And oh, and there goes Wiz from almost there. And Dreamers Esports still coming in from that northwest side, or northeast side, guys. And we got Dark Esports. Dark Esports does have to come across that street along with XO Esports. XO Elites do need to come in across that street as well. You can see that we have shifted all the way over to the west side of the road, but that southwest side is starting to clear out. Let's go over to the Mazaxis, because the Mazaxis once again are pulling right up and in onto the Digital Age. The Digital Age right down below him. Leader K up to 6 eliminations. He is on the leaderboard. So let's see. Oh, Digital Age can see right down, can see his toes. The Digital Age up on top of that. There's Digital Age up on top of that hilltop, getting those shots straight on down right below him. And let's see what Diamonds is doing. Look at this. Diamonds up on top of all this. Can see most of these players. And if you look at the zone, it popped again. We have another donut zone. Everybody has to pull on into that zone. They are all wrapped around the edges of the zone. So now, shoot to survive, coming right on down, right below the digital age, coming right in between Diamonds and Zendry. Oh, Blaze, you are right there. Oh, Zendry, they are pulling right up and in onto you. So the digital age down to just a duo. Zendry in this compound with all of them from Shoot to Survive on the outside of him. The nades are going off right outside his door. We do have the Mizaxis getting pulled up over here. Oh, that nade by Klaus. Klaus with the nades. And we still have Diamonds right up at the top of this. So now we do have Exo Elites trying to come on in right below the Mizaxis. I can't quite get everybody into this zone just yet. But there you go. You can kind of see where everyone is. Assault OP. Look at that. Assault OP right there in that shack in front of everyone. And we still have the digital age up on top of that hill. And I think that's about the best I can do to give you guys an overview where everyone is. And Diamonds does get that knocked down onto the Mizaxis. Let's see what's going on over here. Azula right across from Klaus. Klaus trying to get those shots over onto the Mizaxis, but I think he is right back. Oh, just when we clicked over onto him, Klaus does get that knocked over. And now we are still another donut zone, so they are still trying to pull into all of this. And let's see, where did everybody go? We are down to the final 5 teams of the final game, final night of the $1,300 Conquest League XO Esports. All right, let's go. Don't forget to get your screenshots of your like and subscribe over to the XO Discord server. It is last call. Last call, guys. We are closing in. We have 9 remaining players on the field. Assault OP. Oh, that nade right up and over from Leader K. Alright, so we do have the Mizaxis, Shoot to Survive, and XO Elites. There are your remaining 8 players. Leader K coming right up and in right where Emperors just were throwing those nades up and over towards Toast and Quackity. So Toast trying to get those shots. Oh, here comes another Molly. I thought that was a nade. That nade would have been crazy. Oh, and so now Quackity is the last one still standing over here for the XO Elite. And now we are down to Shoot to Survive versus the Mizaxis. It is Chosen versus the duo. Klaus has been knocked, so here comes Blaze and Dark Light up and over the top of this hilltop. And so Chosen right there behind this vehicle is able to come down and oh, but Shoot to Survive. Did they change up this leaderboard? Shoot to Survive coming in first with 10 eliminations, 10 placement points, 20 total points for this match. Where did they end up on the overalls? Coming in second, the Mizaxis Esports NA. Leader K with 12 eliminations alone. 13 for the Mizaxis. And the XO Elites coming in third with 4 eliminations. G top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 and 14. Going all out. Mizaxis Esports and a Leader K. 12 eliminations. 1,515 damage. And I will be right back with the Wheel of Names and the final unofficial, because there's a lot of chaos with the points, the unofficial live score. So I will be right back. Yeah, everybody is really just rotating, getting it into their positions. We still have the fight, so I'll go ahead and hang out. Oh, sinners, right when we got on over here. So I'll go ahead and hang out over here in Pachinki. You know, pay attention to Coffin from the Real Gunners way over here at this end. He did get found, so now the Real Gunners Esports are just down to a duo against the trio from the Sinners. The Wolves taking over center zone, but I only see a duo from... Oh, there's the other two. They're still way over by the docks. So we still have Digital Age right next to Legacy in control. Now it looks like the Sentinels may end up right on top of the Digital Age. I feel like the Digital Age are getting ready to get to Bridge Camp. So we might have some chaos there. Dark Esports came down onto Military Base Island. It does look like Naomi may run into some issues over here. Oh, he did. It was not him, but his partner right over here with Rival 6 down on that northern shore of Military Base. I gotta scroll that out just a little bit more to get all your teams in there. So let's get down to Military Base Island, see what's going on with Rival 6. It looks like they're doing just fine down there. We do have X-Force coming in just to the south of Pachinki. When they did miss almost there. They did miss Dark Esports. Oh, what is happening right on over here? Let's get on over here because we do have a clash going on. We've got EXO Esports, if this would ever catch up. There we go. We have EXO. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Wheel of Names, and I already have the scores too. So first of all, let me shout out to each and every one of you, 83 names on this list. Thank you for coming out and supporting the EXO Esports $1,300 Conquest League. This is the final night. The final scores are coming up next. Shout out to EXO Esports for sponsoring so much UC for you guys. Here we go. Congratulations to the final UC winner of the Conquest League, and it is number 2 Aga. I'm sure I said that wrong and I apologize. I try really hard, but names are not my friend. Congratulations. All you have to do is go over to the EXO Discord server and open up a ticket. Tell them you won tonight's UC giveaway. Give them your user ID and they will deposit some UC into your account. Now the moment we have all been waiting for. Here are the scores. The Wolves coming in first with 3 winner chicken dinners, 136 total points. The Mizexis Esports NA with 2 winner chicken dinners, 83 points. And Shoot 2 Survive coming in third with 77 total points. 2 winner chicken dinners. There are your scores. And what chaos in these leaderboards. Some of these teams just making massive points, massive jumps, shooting up the leaderboard like Shoot to Survive. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting the EXO Esports and me. We both truly appreciate you. Have a great night. Stay safe. Stay in the EXO Discord server to see what they have up their sleeves. You guys do not want to leave that server. And have a great night. Stay safe. I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.